then, he's my pick. I think Dizzy's going to take it.
Well, dude, did you see Dizzy at UFGT? That was like one of the most ridiculous and scary performances I've ever seen in MK.
I didn't get to watch UFGT. Why? What happened?
Yeah, it was like he was playing on another planet from everybody else.
He made Cage Kenshi look 7-3 Cage.
It was unbelievable.
That guy's an awesome player.
Yeah. But I still think MIT is going to win. I have MIT and Dizzy in finals.
What makes you pick MIT?
I think he's the only person whose fundamentals are comparable to Dizzy. I think MIT, I don't know. I think he's just going to have his moment at EVO. Like, I think it's just going to click, and he's just going to destroy everybody like Carl did last year.
Yeah, I mean, he and his brother never really stopped training the game super hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this, yo. PL's got that another level of fucking raiding. You know,
he's not going to go. There's no way he'll go raiding at EVO.
I don't know, man. His Cabal and Raiden combo is a good combo. I mean, look what he did to Gross. Right. Look what he did to Gross. He reset it and fucking 6-0'd his ass. You know, and Gross ain't no schlup either.
And Gross sent him to losers, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and then somehow PL bodied Gross in finals. I don't know what that was. That was rough.
He killed him.
That was really that 6-0. Like really.
He handed him a hamburger. He handed him a hamburger and proceeded to rape his ass.
Dude.
Rape jokes. Rape jokes.
I was playing.
I said rate. RATE.
Oh, sorry.
Why you gotta be throwing rape out, man?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's another thing. Gross does take MK9 extremely serious, so I was expecting it to at least be close. You know, he did beat PL the last time they met in tournament. So that really, like, that was bad. I mean, it was awesome for PL, huge statement for him, but Jesus Christ, 6-0.
Dude, Gross is really good, but he'll have some times that he just randomly will lose, and it's weird.
He's an awesome player, but it's a hit or a miss. It's a swing and a miss sometimes, you know. Yeah. Like he could play amazing one day and just be totally off his game the next.
Exactly.
Let me put you guys on hold. I got over a quick commercial.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Do.
This year, and of course with the Are you ready to party? Carabser's Video X game, the Caribbean's biggest video game tournament, is back this year. And of course, with the Play Hard, Party Harder Party Series. Come and party with the gamers and the locals from July 24th through July 28th, featuring the best local and international DJs, including Party Harder Party Series. Come to DJ, artists, and promo girls. Can't stop from Wednesday, July 24th, featuring the best local and international DJs, including Party Harder Party Series. Come to DJ, artists, and promo girls. Can't stop from Wednesday, July 24th, featuring the best local and international DJs, including Party Harder Party Series.
Are you ready?
DJ, artists, and promo girls. Can't stop from Wednesday. July 24th through July 28th, featuring the best local and international DJs, including DJ Bean, VXG's official DJ, artists, and promo girls. It kicks off on Wednesday, July 24th at Soggy Dollar Bar, featuring Wtih, The Cut Creator, DJ Outcast, DJ Prime, and more. On Thursday, the Casino Royale after party is at Tantra with DJ Gutex, Super Kid, DJ Deli Banger, MC Ruction, and more. On Friday, the party goes down at Bliss Cosplay Pageant featuring VXG promo girls, the beautiful Jessica Negri, and special performance by Shali Sings. It continues on Saturday at Bliss. And check out Tantra with Marky Mark, Mr. Mentally, DJ Maestro, and more with the VXG Groove Lounge upstairs. And it all ends on Sunday at Kimshaw Beach with the Red Eye Crew, Solano, House Appliance Band, and reggae sensation Jack Cure. After party at Soggy Dollar Bar. For more information and official party schedule and specials, log on to the VideoXGames.com or check them out on Facebook or Twitter. Capserve, VXG Play Hard and Party Harder 2013 Party Series. It's back!
Watch out for this, I did my best lyrics. Mash up the place, but you are not for this. Yo, me now miss #1 funny list. Mash up the place.
Wow, that was long.
Oh shit.
Everyone, it's been a pleasure. Oh, sorry, you first.
No, go ahead. If you're piecing out, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna peace out. Everyone, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for having me, James.
All right, Keith.
It was nice meeting y'all.
All right, man. Holla.
Peace, man.
So what I was gonna say is, if they both leave their brackets in winners, Dizzy and MIT play each other right away. No, if they both win their first match out of winners, they both play each other. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. A lot of people are coming out that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to put together a bracket of who I think is going to win every match right now.
I don't know. I think Dizzy's gonna take it. I really do. Like, especially against like the top contenders, you know, like PL, who are deathly afraid of Cage. Cage and Cyrax are like his biggest fears. We all know that. So you put the best Cage against him, and that's game over.
They wouldn't play until the last match of the tournament, though. Assuming they'd stay in winners, they wouldn't play until finals, grand finals, or winners.
That's what I'm saying, though. I could see it being Dizzy and PL in grand finals. I can.
I could see PL winning it again.
And
It's possible.
There are a lot of PL killers out there, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
beating PL.
making sure there's
I mean,
no
the question
repeat.
though is, are any of those PL killers on the path that PL is taking in this tournament?
Yeah.
I don't know.
'Cause,
Who's beating them? Scar beat them, right?
Let's see. First is Runway Mafia. I got PL in that. Then is winner of Reno Rax and Evan Bourne. I have Reno Rax, which means PL will probably beat Reno Rax. Then winner of Goldfish, Son of Temet, and Canefield 88, I have PL. And then out of the next 8 people, I have probably Sunk, and I have PL beating Sunk. Let's see.
Hey, Trey, what happened to your Hawk girl, man?
Bitch now. Use it.
Oh shit, we could get PL Rio right out of brackets.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah, like if they both win their bracket, then it's them right away. That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw
That would
that.
be a good match.
I got Rio probably winning that though.
Yeah, I think Rio would take that.
And then it gets all fucked up because it goes to losers brackets and stuff. Let's see.
Let me go ahead and say this. PL is taking EVO 2013 free, and I'll tell you why.
Taking it free.
I'm going to tell you why, because I know personally, well, not personally, but through, social media such as Twitter, Test Your Mic, Gross still takes MK9 100% serious. It's still his main focus, and we all saw what happened. And we can still see that PL's fucking Cabal has leveled up tremendously. He's still taking the game serious as well. And I think a lot of the main top players in the Injustice MK9 community are going to be really focusing on Injustice, and I see PL taking this, no problem.
PL's Cabal's okay. He has problems with certain matchups, though. I mean, it's inevitable when you don't live by anybody that you're not going to get all the matchup experience you need. So
Yeah, but he uses people online. Like, he won't even play you if it's not a matchup that he doesn't want to know.
that's fine. I mean,
What up, Sal?
You can't be mad at that.
that's fine. Yeah.
No,
I think the thing that's not in his favor though is the fact that he won last year. Because what happened was after he won the first time, and then he kind of got blown up in some tournaments. A lot of people said, "Well, maybe he's not that good anymore. Maybe he doesn't have it," and they kind of slept on him. And he won again. This year, those guys like MIT, Denzel, and those guys, GGA, nobody is sleeping on PL, and everyone has been training to blow him up for months. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens come.
If these people all win their brackets, the like mini pool that is playing in winner side to go to finals or to top 8 is PL, Rio, Pig of the Hut, and CD Junior. That's a fucked up group. How do I pick between those 4 for my top 8? That's fucked up.
Rio.
I think I got Rio in that group.
Rio has done stated that he doesn't care about MK9 either. He's only going to Evo and BXD because it's paid
He
for.
paid for it. Yep.
Yeah, that's the same thing with Pig, bro. Pig,
I mean, even if that's true, though, he's still winning, though.
yeah,
like,
but
he's
you gotta think
still-
if he doesn't care, there's nothing for him to like
he
work
picked
for.
Wonder Woman.
I guess, but
Yeah.
Rio is the type of guy that will say that, and then he'll show up and body
Yeah.
everybody.
But the only way to tell if he's telling the truth is that if you actually talk to him face to face, because that guy does not have a good poker face. On the internet and shit, you could never tell if he's serious or not. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think he gives one fuck about how he does it at Evo or VXG.
I agree.
And that goes the same thing for Pig with Evo. I don't think Pig gives a flying fuck about how he does it at
When
MK
pigs
or
fly.
Injustice.
I think he
just
does
wants-
with Injustice.
I think he does. I think he does.
Personally.
I don't know. He was beside himself this past weekend.
If you've seen him on Twitter, he's been, going on about the salt that's coming out of him from fucking, what was it, CEO. So, I mean, who knows?
I mean, he's shaking off, his little emo episode, but whether or not that's going to be completely gone by Evo is a different story.
And he
Yeah, it's-
trolls too.
But I'm about to get out of here. It's late as shit, so I gotta dip out.
Big D.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
D,
So
you going to Evo or no?
hell no. Vegas is like 10 times too far out of my budget.
Yeah, it's.
I might be going to the beach though. I might be at the beach because I got some pretty good rates.
Paco,
So,
you
we'll see
really
what
think
happens.
their vaginas will be healed up by then? Just so you can wreck it, just so you can tear them all up again?
I don't know. The
Damn.
amount of sand in Pig and 16-bit's vagina this past weekend was pretty bad. You would have think they already went to VXG. That's how much sand.
They were rolling on the beach together.
Damn.
They were rolling on the beach. That's all. But I know 16-bit's already back into the game. He snapped out of it, thank God. I haven't really heard too much about Pig, but apparently Pig was on stream playing Injustice today at Battle and Brew, from what I heard. So I
Trey,
guess
you there,
the
Trey?
episode is done.
All he's talking
Yo,
about
I'm
is
here.
he
What
can't
up, what
wait
up?
for Evo to get out of the way so he can play Zod.
What, Trey, have you spoken with the Piglet?
Yeah, he's playing Injustice. Like, he's gonna be playing. So he loving Zod right now. So y'all not
Zod.
seeing the last of him.
That's
Zod
good, Trey.
with that fire. What up, girl?
I know, but
So,
right now we're discussing Evo.
Man, ain't
Yeah.
nobody checking for
he ain't
Evo
gonna get.
right now, dog.
Here's the way I see it.
Keep it
I
real.
think Pig is. I think he's gonna keep practicing for Evo. I don't know how he's gonna do. I don't have a prediction for it because, anything can happen. But I think his mentality now is that now that he's so determined to main Zod, he doesn't give a shit about Evo. Because if Evo's banning Zod, what the fuck does he
No,
care?
he's training for Evo. He's
That
just
is
like, look,
so
he's like,
ridiculous.
I'm going to try. He's like, I'm just gonna train
Good.
for
Then-
Evo,
then
and then
I
every other
hope-
tournament, I'm going to bust everybody else's side. I already know. So don't
Good.
worry
Then
about it.
I hope his emo episode is done with because
Yeah, and I hope he finally
listening
found
to
a
the
vein
two of them
and stop
listening
bullshitting
to
with
the
me.
two of them is like was unbearable.
Let
because,
me ask you this, D. Seriously, and Trey, because both of you guys were there.
Yeah.
How much Vagisil would I have had to bring down to Florida because of these guys all getting butthurt?
Oh shit!
All I'm gonna say
you'd have to
is,
take a quick visit to the warehouse on that
I
one.
said like my favorite freaking like YouTuber Hard 8 Times says niggas pussies was bleeding down there, dog. Clean up on aisle 7. All because of Scorpion, and it wasn't just the top players either; it was everybody. All I heard was Scorpion.
I mean, at first I thought I was watching CEO, and then I realized it was a gynecology fest, and I was just like, wow. Imagine what's going on off stream. I mean, you just seen people walking by the cameras, and you were like, wow, that motherfucker's bleeding.
Well, that's the worst part about it, because like that's when you assume that they're bad, but you don't realize how terrible it is until you're actually there. Like went to go eat dinner with them after pools were done that night, so neither one of them had top 8 the next day, unfortunately. So I was sitting down at the table listening to them talk about, oh, I didn't make top 8. Man, this game, man, this and that. Oh, so random. It's like they kept talking about, oh, I'm done with this game. It doesn't mean anything, which I know is complete bullshit because they were both telling me before the weekend started how much Injustice was fun. So I know they're just letting out some steam, which is cool. Everyone has to do it. But then, like, they were telling me, like, man, you don't know what it's like. I'm like, hold on a second. I'm like, wait. And I was like, let's back up a second here. My first major was Final Round 2012. I did pretty fucking good for the characters I played and for the first major that I went to. So that was how it started. Then I got a consecutive top 8 at CEO, which arguably wasn't as stacked as Final Round. I'll accept that. But
arguably,
after 2 consecutive top 8s, I go to MLG Rally and go 1 and 2. Okay, that was strike 1. Then I go to MLG Dallas and place outside the top 16. That was strike 2. Then I go to NEC, which y'all remember, people paid for me to go, so there was a lot on the line I wanted to deliver. I placed 9th, losing to an infant known as Sonic Fox. Okay? And they're telling me I don't know what it's like to not deliver in tournament. And then they're acting as if, oh, I made top 8, but they didn't. No. They got out of their fucking pool. I didn't even make it out of my pool. I had to prove to myself in casuals that I was just as good as they were. You know? But, like, listening to all this shit, like, Jesus Christ, man.
No.
You know?
It does get to the point, man, where you're just like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Like, I understand where they were coming from. I totally get it. They're both amazing players, you know. Both of them always making top 8 in MK. Every major they go to, they got, you know, almost to grand finals, always delivering in tournament. So they get one upset, and then all of a sudden, for the next 2 days, it's nothing but emo. You know, like I'm glad they got out of it, but at the same time, like, come on, like you can't win them all. Like, shit's going to happen. This game is, I like to call Injustice a wild card game because anything goes right now.
Yeah.
Like when everyone rushes to go look at the billboard to see where their pool is, and they look for the notable names. Like for me, I was looking at my names. I saw Noel Brown. I was like, okay, I know that guy. He's a solid player, and I'm not blowing him up. Obviously, I didn't get to play him, but it's the no names that you got to look out for. It's like there's so many people you have no idea who it is or what they're capable of. Look at Saltface. Who the fuck was that guy? You know?
I knew about Saltface.
But see, that's the thing. That's the part of it that I liked. I liked the fact that top players now are like, I don't know this motherfucker, and then all of a sudden you're like, Scorpion, and the kid knows how to use them. And
you know what?
It's crazy. No, it's awesome. It brings a lot of hype when you see a no-name go against someone who's very known for like a different game. It's awesome to see that. But that's the the problem because I'm looking at there. I'm like, all right, Noel Brown. I know he plays Batman. Played him a couple times before. It can't be that bad. Never found out. Go against Saltface, who managed to make it to winners finals. I'm like, I'm in the character selection screen, getting ready. I pick Green Arrow, and then he picks Harley Quinn. I'm like, I got this shit in the bag. 30 seconds later, I lose the first match. I'm like, wait, like, what just happened? I'm like, okay. So I got to bounce back a little bit. And then I lose again. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Who is this guy? And I'm like, I can't believe I just got randomed out. For 20 minutes, I was talking about how I got randomed out by some stupid-ass Harley player that probably, just spammed guns and shit. I'm like, God damn it. And then I hear that he eliminates Pig. I'm like, okay, obviously this guy wasn't a random because he did the same thing twice. He beat 2 people that were decent at the game. Like, something's going on here.
16-bit. He was like, what the fuck?
And then I saw him beat 16-bit. And then I was like, okay. Now I come to the conclusion that the no-names are way scarier than the people that we know. Because the people we know exactly who they pay. You see Pig, it's like, oh, Sinestro, 16-bit, Killer Frost. The characters. I see Saltface, and my eyes just kind of like go on, autopilot. It's like, okay, it's just another guy, whatever. Like, I don't know. And then to mention, to put salt in the wound, I had to house Saltface that night. Because I was headed back to my room at 4:30 in the morning, and I see him sitting on the stairs. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here, superstar? He's like, I don't have a place to go. I was like, oh. So, I was like, oh, well, seeing that you beat me in a tournament, the least I could do is let you sleep on the floor. So, that was that.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying, though, like, there's a lot of stuff people don't know about this game, and people just sleeping on certain people just because, like, oh, my character's top tier, I'm straight on this. Next thing you know, bam. Next thing you know, Harley Quinn blowing your shit up, Flash is blowing your shit up. Then you're like, oh, damn, I'm sorry. And that's why I get mad when people talking about certain characters are not viable, because the game's only been out for fucking 2 months, and nobody knows shit.
Hey, yo, though, man, Flash is ridiculous.
Yo, the new Flash buffs, though?
Oh, Flash is ridiculous now. Like, I thought he was bad now. Oh my god! Like,
there's two other things I want to address before I get out of here. One of them, and Trey, this is coming, is Hot Girl. That bitch is so gimmicky. It's not even. I finally had a chance to look at her frame data. I let you get away with murder.
Dude, I've been saying this shit since day one, man. Hot Girl's good.
No, you didn't.
She's okay. She's okay. She's not bad, but like,
what is that?
She's just gimmicky. So I just want to let you know, Trey. I think your character is scrubby. That's the first thing.
I just salty. I beat your ass in that room, though. That's all it is. You just salty.
Yeah. What the fuck is Bane gonna do? You're so high up in the air, his anti-air grab doesn't even touch you. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
What does he do?
Oh yeah, I'm really gonna stay near somebody that's juiced up on steroids at level 3 where it can actually touch me and kill me in 3 hits. Okay, that's very smart.
Bet you won't. I just wanted to get that. The other thing is Scorpion. What happened with Scorpion with this patch was so. Now, don't blow me up for this. It was so unnecessary.
I agree. We
all agree.
The damage nerf was unnecessary.
The only thing that I agree on is to let his teleport hit high instead of mid. The mid was a little bit too far, maybe. That's the only thing I might agree with. Everything else, dude, is like so. I'm telling. Maybe it's just the character I was playing, but I played against Rio's Scorpion the morning before top 8 because he wanted to get ready for Chris G. So I played Green Arrow. Green Arrow raped Scorpion. I'm fully convinced Green Arrow destroys Scorpion. Because for me, that can't deliver in tournament to beat Rio's Scorpion, who's arguably one of the best Scorpions out there, shows something.
He didn't even play
for
Scorpion.
Now that he had to play footsie. Well, because he was mind fucked after that. I swear to God, I was the reason he wanted to pick Batman instead. Because then he started doing a lot better.
From what I heard is that anybody that played Chris G, top player-wise, gave Chris G too much respect to play Scorpion. That's what I heard via Twitter, via Testermite. They didn't want to play Scorpion. Plus, you're getting booed out your fucking ass at CEO for playing Scorpion because the character's fucking dumb. Shouldn't be in the game in the first place.
I don't know. I mean, look.
That makes sense.
But I'm telling you this. We haven't. I mean, even though he got, nerfed fucking hella, we still have not seen the full potential of Scorpion. We will see it soon.
No, I totally agree, but now the full potential of Scorpion's been, it's been lessened even more.
I agree.
People just didn't know really how to play Scorpion. They figured, oh my god, this guy's got a teleport and a hold back the block game, fucking abuse it. And then what happens? They all get bodied. Like, that's how it works. So
How did they all get
Why is
bodied?
he spending a bar
Explain
meter
that.
to get punished on block?
The fact that people didn't give the character enough time to even really breathe before he got nerfed into the dirt, like, it speaks for itself how much we jump to conclusions sometimes. Like, now, what is Scorpion capable of now? No one's going to go to Scorpion. I asked PL, I'm like, you going to play Scorpion after Tuesday? He goes, hell no. Rio, you're going to play Scorpion after Tuesday? Hell no.
Look, I'll tell you what he's still capable
you playing
of.
Scorpion? Hell no.
He's still capable of breaking the mechanics of the game.
I don't know, man. I
That's
think
just
there was
how I
just
feel.
so much hype at the beginning, and people lost their shit because of some of the stuff. Because Scorpion, they're like, oh my god, Scorpion's all over the screen right now. He's so fast. What's going on? Ban him. That's the first thing they thought. Oh my god, gotta ban him. Like, relax. Just relax, take a step back, look at the character's tools, look at where his holes are, and that's it.
Stream went down and up. Hold on.
Yeah, stream's off there.
Yeah, it's back up.
Fine. I mean,
Back up.
that's really it, though. I mean, there's, as far as Scorpion's concerned, that's all it was. It was a smoke screen.
It
That
was
was
bullshit.
it. They
It's
saw
what
it-
I've been
saw the
saying.
teleport-
It's what I've been
they
saying
saw-
for 2 weeks. Learn
Exactly.
to fucking
You-
play them.
But
You
yeah,
know,
but
the teleport is one thing, I understand. It's a little bit hard to adapt to. But what character isn't hard to adapt to? Hardly is literally impossible to adapt to. Like, she is impossible. If you don't know what that character's capable of, you're going to losers. It's as simple as that.
You know, it's funny,
Like,
Chris, you said that on the mic, like, in top 32, and then it happened. All through top 32, people got fucked up by Harley. It's hilarious.
Really? Then
Yeah,
you
he said it.
Then it goes to show that he knows what he's fucking talking about. That character's insane. But that's what this game's about. It's about matchup experience. You know, it's good enough to the point where that every single person plays their character differently. Like, Green Lantern can be played in at least 4 different ways. I think we can all agree on that. And it's just up to you to figure out how to adapt to that character once you figure out the tools in the first place.
But you know what, though?
For you to look at the character's tools, freak out at the fact that he's jumping all over the place, get overwhelmed, and be like, oh my god, gotta ban him. That's ridiculous. That's insane.
But in fairness to NetherRealm, though, like, the book is not closed on Scorpion. Because number one, like, he could get buffs or changes at any future date. But number two, this is exactly what people said about Sinestro. Because the rap sheet on Sinestro was that in development, he was too powerful, so he got nerfed. And when he came out, everyone was like, they ruined the character. He's Kano 2.0. He's been nerfed to oblivion. He's a zoner that can't zone. And then quietly, Wound Cowboy leveled up and took second at a stacked tournament at UFG.
After the patch, right?
Right. So for all the people that drop Scorpion, there are going to be other people that don't say anything and will be quietly leveling up and learning matchups. So you never know what can happen.
But see,
I mean,
the thing
that's
is,
true, but the Sinestro community is just, they're fucking unbearable sometimes, man.
I mean, they held a
pre-patch-
funeral.
Dude, the trait that Sinestro had was exactly the way it should be. Now, that shit's insane. For them to say Kano 2.0, that's like the stupidest thing I think I've ever heard.
And it must
Where's
be
the-
for a main player to have to hear that.
It started off with Deathstroke. They nerfed Deathstroke like, oh my god, Deathstroke's the worst. Kano,
Right.
oh god. It's like, Jesus, dude, relax. But he
And the
still
next
has
day-
frame traps close.
Next
Like,
day,
he still got-
Arislan's WF.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny.
I think we can all agree Bane is pretty much the closest to Kano tier. That's pretty much as close. For now. They're making baby steps. I'm liking what they're doing. Slowly, they're kind of pushing them in the right direction. But, like, it's like, I understand. You know, they want to keep it a little bit realistic. Bane is still a human being in the comics, just jacked up on steroids and shit. But it's like, you look at Superman, who uses his trait to get more damage. And then when the trait is gone, nothing happens. Totally cool. Superman, you know, the most overpowered superhero out there. Totally cool. And then what's the other one? There's another
Black
character
Adam.
that Black Adam does
Black
more
Adam.
damage with his trait, and then nothing happens. Just has a cooldown. Why does Bane get punished for using his trait by being slower and taking more damage? I completely agree with him moving slower. I think that's totally understandable. That's fair because he gets really fast when he's on it, like incredibly fast. Totally cool. Why?
Oh, go ahead.
What? I was just gonna say
Oh, go ahead.
why is Bane taking so much damage when he's drained? It blows, like literally online the other day. I was level 3 drained, and Superman put on his trait in the corner. I was dead in 6 hits. Like, it was fucking stupid. Like, I've never seen my health go by so fast. And I love Bane. I do think he's incredibly underrated. I know some of the dirt with this character, and it's awesome. But Jesus Christ, dude, like, to get punished for using your trait like that is insane. I'd rather them keep a higher cooldown on his drain, but make him not take extra damage when he's drained. That's insane.
So the word on the street from Paulo is that Bane is actually way better than people are giving him credit for, but that people haven't discovered what makes him so awesome yet.
Honestly, I think Paulo's right. I think the Bane community is taking a step in the right direction, but they're still crawling. You know, there's gonna be they got miles to cover. Like, we all have miles to cover in the Bane community before we figure out all this character's dirt. Like, I just found out the guaranteed super in the corner. It took me this long to figure that out. It took me this long to figure out the death loop with Killer Frost, which, according to them, is day 1 tech. So I got blown up for that. I don't give a shit. The tech works. That's all I care about. But I just found out about it. So for all this shit to slowly kind of like come into light, you know, there's going to be more stuff. There's going to be more. But to say that the character is so much better than what people are saying is like the easiest thing to say, because everyone says he's the worst in the fucking game. He can only go up from there, you know? That's it.
Yeah, I think Lobo might have some dirt too.
Lobo was amazing before they fixed him. Like, if he had meter and got you in a combo, you were dead. Guaranteed command grab off of a down 3 was amazing before they changed it. Like, it didn't get any better than that. I loved it until they fixed it. Then I never touched him again.
Did they buff Lobo at least?
I don't know. No. I haven't touched him. I haven't touched Lobo since I picked up Green Arrow.
Nope.
I don't know.
But I'm stoked for Sub-Zero. Ice Clone in a game like Injustice is going to be sick. That is what I'm looking forward to. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
The Tom Brady core.
Yo, like, really? Like, it's going to happen. Like, I expect Sub-Zero to be in there. I don't believe anything until I see it, but he will be my main. I don't give a shit if they nerf him into the dirt like what happened with Scorpion. Sub-Zero's my favorite character next to Nightwolf. That needs to happen.
I don't see how Clone's going to be so, you know, deadly in a game that, you know, kind of rewards zoning as much.
I can't wait. I literally cannot wait. I don't give a shit what people say. They could say the character's broken and should be banned. But until that bitch is banned, I'm playing him. And the NRS is doing a real good job of keeping their mouth shut about DLC.
That's because all the testers are gone.
They're not fooling me, man. I know Sub-Zero's in there.
That's because all the testers are gone. If the testers were still there, you'd find all the info.
I don't think Boone would be that stupid, honestly. Like, there's a lot of backlash about Scorpion. He openly came out and said there'd be no more MK characters, no Sub-Zero. He specifically said no Sub-Zero. So why would he blatantly lie to his fans?
But Ed Boone's also notorious for trolling.
I know trolling and lying are two different things, though. He wouldn't just lie to his fan base and ruin all his credibility. How do you know he was? It's not lying if he wasn't serious in the first place. He said there no Sub-Zero, and then there was no like smiley face or anything. He just said straight up no Sub-Zero.
I'll believe it when I see it.
He said that. He said that right after Scorpion's release, though, when he was getting the backlash, and then right after that, he started retweeting shit about like, "Hey, give Scorpion, you know, blah blah blah. What the fuck are you doing, NRS?" The next thing you know, when the character's released, he gets blown up about where's Sub-Zero. You know, I mean, he's retweeting that, so meaning that he's showing that there are people out there asking for this character.
Yo, you have to watch Ed Boon.
All I'm gonna say is that if that's true and that Sub-Zero will really not be in the game, that only leads me to one conclusion: that the community got so fucking out of hand when Scorpion was released that they canceled their Sub-Zero plans.
I agree.
Because I know for a fact that Sub-Zero is at least being discussed. I know for a fact. I have it in my gut feeling that he's at least being discussed. And if he's not being released, it's the community's fault, and I'll never forgive him for that. Because that's not fair to NRS. It's not fair to NRS.
It's not. You know what? I agree with you on that. You know, all the people that criticize the game and think they're giving constructive criticism. You know, when Michelangelo was painting the fucking Sistine Chapel or what the fuck he's painting, some motherfucker walked in and goes, you know, that sucks. Why don't you use blue for the eyes instead of brown? And he could be like, yo, motherfucker, I'm the motherfucker painting it. You know, they're the artists. They're the ones that are creating.
Let me rephrase something because I immediately got blown up. Let me rephrase what I just said. Okay, I'm gonna rephrase what I just said. I have a gut feeling that Sub-Zero is going to be in it. I was saying that, like, I'm pretty sure Sub-Zero is going to be in it. I understand that might have been a little bit, you know, murky for you guys to understand because I got blown up pretty quick about that, but it needs to happen. It really, really needs to happen. And if it doesn't, save all the MK characters and all the work that for MK10, because that shit could not come any sooner. Like, it needs to be here. I love Injustice, but it doesn't replace MK. Not by a long shot.
Yo, watch it end up being like Cyber Sub-Zero. And Ed is like, haha.
I thought Cyber Sub-Zero was awesome. I thought he was one of the coolest designs I've ever seen.
Fuck you.
Shit. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Fuck you.
My guess for second round DLC is Martian Manhunter, Power Girl, Static Shock, and Zatanna.
So far, all four of them suck.
That's what my season
I would like Swamp Thing. I think Swamp Thing.
Martian Manhunter is pretty much confirmed.
Yeah.
I mean, Martian Manhunter, like, okay, I don't do comics. I was never really big in the comics. I bought Injustice because I support NRS and the games they make. I've bought all of their shit so far. So I was going to give it a shot, and I ended up liking it. So now I'm, like, all into the whole Batman thing, and that's cool. But all I keep seeing is about how Martian Manhunter is, like, the biggest, you know, announcement ever. Like, what is so special about this guy? I don't understand.
Just a sweet cartoon. That's what most people like.
Is he like a fan favorite in the comic universe?
In the cartoon, in the comic universe too, but most of the casual fans watch him in the cartoon. They're like, "Where's the rest of the Justice League? We have to complete them." That's why you see people saying, "Where's Starfire?" Like me, I'm one of those people that watch the cartoon. And I'm like, "Where's Starfire? I don't give a fuck about Beast Boy, but where's Starfire? I need her."
Justice League on the Hall Girl costume.
He's like a human version of E.T.
Yo, but
so like, does he like
like
looking the shit?
He can transform into people.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he can take their powers or not. Someone correct me in the chat, but he can shapeshift.
So then, James, then you could help me out with this. So basically, he's like gonna be like the Shang Tsung of DC.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be tight. That's actually not a bad idea. I like that.
But how would it
but yet he won't be able to transform into anybody.
Right. Would it be random? Like Shang Tsung and K, or could you control who you transform into? That would be so sick.
Dude, I think it'd be hilarious if like NRS totally trolled us and made Martian Manhunter like that one wooden fucking thing in Tekken where it just changes fighting stuff.
Oh my god, that would be so awesome.
I would give them so much props for trolling us if they did that.
You don't
it's
even
like
know who
round
you hit.
1 is fucking Deathstroke, and then round 2 he just gets massive and turns into Bane. Like that would be funny as hell.
That would
I would
suck.
love that. I would absolutely love that.
There's a matchup in your favor, and then you switch the second round, and it's a horrible matchup. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah. No, and then when people make top 8 with that character, that's hype as fuck.
They're
Because
the
it's gonna
best.
take half a round to realize who it is.
Right.
But doesn't Martial
like
Manhunter have like really similar powers to Superman?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. He could face through
I mean,
stuff
Superman
and
has
fly.
pretty much every single power created.
But also he's like telekinetic too, where he can like wipe your mind and shit. So
it's
Yeah.
Superman and Kenshi.
So it'll probably be like a Quan Chi type thing where he just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, throws out that fucking mind control shit and you walk towards him and gets full combo.
Oh, not that. Anything but that. Please, no. Paulo, don't do
Rune
it.
traps.
No
Yo,
more
Swamp-
traps.
Swamp Thing is already in the game next to Harley. That's cold, man. You can't. Grundy's cool and all, but come on, man. That's not cool.
What was that?
No, well, that's what Paulo was saying.
What did he say?
No, he was saying Swamp Thing's already in the game. He's on the player select screen next to Harley.
technically he's right. Like if you follow the
It is
comics,
kind of true. I guess when you want to put it like that. I mean, that's kind of
because he's part of the gray, and I guess he aligned with the Earth or some shit like that. I forgot what it's called.
I mean, Paulo pretty much subliminally destroyed my dreams of having Swamp Thing in the game, which is cool. I guess developers do that,
I wouldn't give up.
but I'm not believing shit about Sub-Zero until they're absolutely done with DLC. Because he's going to be in there. He will be in there.
Yo, if they put Captain Cold
believe
in,
in NRS to be in there.
if they put Captain Cold in instead of Sub-Zero, will you be mad?
Captain Cold.
I would take it with a grain of salt, but I would deal with it. I would be a little bit upset because it's not Sub-Zero, but Captain Cold's probably going to be the closest thing I would get to Sub-Zero.
My problem is this. Why does DC have the absolute shittiest names for comic book heroes? I mean, hideous. Captain Cold.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like Garbage Bag Man. I mean, it's like, what the fuck is that? I mean, like, where did you? I mean, the guys, they didn't even put 10 minutes into calling these guys cool names.
Power Girl.
Power Girl, Batman, Superman. How about something like motherfucking Slayer of Millions? I'd be like, yo, I don't want to fuck with him. That guy sounds like he's a really fucked up guy to mess with. But they just come up with these stupid names. Captain Cold, Martian Manhunter. It's like all their name is a noun and an adjective shoved together.
Yeah.
The Flash, Wonder Woman. I mean, like, it drives me. I mean, like, you go to Marvel and it's like Whiplash. I mean, that sounds like, yo, I don't want to fuck with Whiplash. He looks like he might fuck me up.
Phoenix.
Phoenix. You're like, I don't want to fuck with something called a Phoenix.
Virgil.
And then it's
Virgil,
like,
that's Capcom.
I mean, Bane took like what? Maybe Bane. I'll give it. At least he has some originality to his name. You're like Bane.
Oh, Bane's the coolest motherfucker in the DC universe, hands down.
But everybody's pretty much. I mean, like nobody has like a fucked up name to relate to their character. Like Aquaman. Gee, I want to know what he does. But then
pretty cool.
Two-Face.
What about Deathstroke? That's pretty badass.
Deathstroke. All right, I'll give Deathstroke. Deathstroke's got a little clout to him.
Yeah.
But
honestly, like, can we be serious about something? Like, Batgirl is cool, but if they were gonna put in like a Batman universe character, don't you think we would all want to see Poison Ivy? Am I the only one?
Yes.
Man,
Can you imagine how awesome she could be? Like, how creative you could get as far as like making a
She can
trait
have a
or
move.
anything
She
like
can
that.
have a move where she throws a vine like Scorpion Spear, and then she can teleport to the other side of the screen. Oh wait, they already got that.
Oh, that's weird. That sounds broken. They should ban that.
They should ban that character.
She didn't have that face.
I think Scarecrow would make an awesome character in Injustice.
Yeah, hell yeah.
His trait could be going into that huge nightmare mode that he goes into in that stage transition, and you just body people for like 15 seconds or whatever.
Maybe 5. That's
pretty sweet.
I've been saying fucking Poison Ivy since this game's fucking announcement. It's not happening.
I was hoping for that too, but I mean, then again, I don't know the first thing about how to, like, make a character move, like as far as like her fighting style and stuff like that. So maybe maybe just wasn't possible, which is okay. But just the idea of it could be cool. Like her trait could be like a damage over time type of thing with her moves.
Yes.
Like that would be cool. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you a little secret. I bet you NRS has about 15 characters just sitting waiting.
I
doubt.
I can only hope you're right, but I can only hope that one of them is fucking Sub-Zero.
That doesn't mean that they're coming out, though. I'm just telling you, they got a plethora of characters, and they're like, well, you know what? Time's up. That's it. Next project.
Yeah.
But
well, when the game is all said and done, and when they officially announced that there's not going to be any more DLC, I'm going to ask them if they were planning on putting Sub-Zero in the game. And if they say yes before all the backlash with Scorpion, I'm going to have a shit fit, man. That's going to be like the last straw. That means it's not good to always listen to what the community has to say, because sometimes the community is completely full of shit, and it is. Then we can all agree that sometimes we're completely ignorant as far as because we don't know what the fuck we want.
They're saying it best. Somebody mentioned, I don't know what the fuck the guy from freaking Watchmen, Horseradish or whatever the fuck his name is. It's like what does he do? He's gonna change faces. I mean, what's his power? Somebody says, I want him in there. What? He can just change faces. He's got black shit that looks like fucking oil running around his face. He's a fucking private detective or whatever the hell. It's like, what kind of power do you got? You know,
I guess, yeah. I see what you're saying.
You know, but they do have a whole bunch of characters, I can guarantee you. And it's a matter of who do we release, who don't release. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're Sub-Zero sitting in a box with Martian Manhunter and Blue Beetles and Booster Golds and your Captain Cold.
Yeah, there's a reason they're holding these polls and asking who we want, so they know who to release when. I think they have you built already.
I was just gonna talk about Booster Gold.
I don't think so, man.
Static shock, man. Static shock.
I mean,
they know.
Ed Boon has already said on Twitter.
Token black character in there.
He knows everyone wants Manhunter. He didn't even put him in the poll. That says a lot. So he's already guaranteed. We can almost say that Manhunter's guaranteed.
Plus the fucking teaser at the end of that Scorpion trailer. I mean, come on now.
That could have also been a troll. That could have been an Ed Boon special. Right?
Dude, the entire thing could be a troll. Maybe they have no plans to put Martian Manhunter in the game. You just don't know. They're so good at trolling, like, you don't even realize it. Like, none of us realize that, like, what character in any fighting game has been a cameo in the background and then ended up being, playable.
Firebrand. Firebrand.
The hell is that?
Original Marvel. You know the little red dragon thing in Marvel?
No.
You don't know?
I don't. I'll take your word for it, but I don't.
But yeah. People said early in the original Marvel 3 that characters in the background won't be playable because they got it from some article or whatever. And then we realized after it came out, like 6 of them were in backgrounds or in endings. And we're like, oh, we got fucked. So it's possible.
Yeah.
Man, I think Paco's part of the Illuminati. I really do think so, man. Now he's talking about, fucking Tupac. Like, put 2 and 2 together, man.
Tupac's gonna be in the game?
Yo, Tupac playable? Tupac and Biggie?
Tupac, yo.
Like, can we be serious? Tupac and Biggie would have the hypest clash quotes ever. Can we agree on that?
What would Tupac's trait be?
Getting shot and coming back 3 rounds later.
Yo, so he be a remodel of Phoenix. He gets 2 lives. Dude, that's sick. Keep going. More. Want more.
Biggie eats Hot Pockets.
Yo,
hey,
that's
disrespectful.
He does.
James.
Hey.
He does. Hey.
And that is
from New York too. That's disrespectful as hell.
He ate Hot Pockets. We all eat them. All New Yorkers eat Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
Even Tupac's original New York.
I thought all New Yorkers ate fish sticks.
No.
That's
just Junior. Just Junior.
But side note, The Last of Us is off the chain though. I love this fucking game already. Shit is godlike.
Oh man. You guys know what I can't wait for?
What's that?
What?
When like they announce MK10 and they start like doing their like character reveals and screenshots and shit like that. Holy fuck.
Well, didn't they say something about it in that broadcast that Natus was talking about? Like they said that there's going to be a character in the new movie who's also going to be in the
it's going to be an original character.
Damn.
Yeah, you put it out in a tweet.
That's tight. Because I remember for MK9, dude, like, you know, it's been so long since like a true MK game has been released. And then all of a sudden MK9's announced and all these screenshots are coming out and you're like, fuck, that shit looks dope.
It was.
Yeah, I hope people really give MK10 a chance, because MK9, everyone was really grateful to have it. People were super happy, and they're like, man, like it's the next gen fighting game now and stuff like that. But now the community is so critical that I hope that when MK10 comes out, that everyone takes a deep breath and just lets the game ride and gives it a chance before they tear it to pieces.
Well, Paco was in the chat. Paco was in the chat like 2 weeks ago saying that MK10 is going to be 3D again.
Get the fuck out.
I fucking
the fucking backgrounds. Damn.
Once again, I like. Oh my god! If they, I can't.
It's not happening. It's not happening, Biggie. Just relax.
And it's gonna have create a character again too.
It's gonna have falling combat again.
Yeah, and stage transitions.
I will literally. I promise you, if MK10 is in 3D, I will snap. In a way that no one's ever seen me before.
It's going to go over well with casuals MK10 when it's announced, but the competitive scene is going to be hesitant to accept it based on how MK9 died off. Like, with all the you know. But casual scene, it should do fine. Because it's not that big a deal.
Hey, I was hearing on the thing, I think it's a little behind, but y'all were saying about MK10 that, hey, if Paco, if you're in the chat, hey, I think y'all should call the next MK game MK2 as a complete finish. I think to finish off the break from the shitty 3D MK games. This game was called Mortal Kombat. It was not called Mortal Kombat 9. It was called Mortal Kombat. So it would make sense for the next game to be called Mortal Kombat 2.
No, I think give it like
they
a
could have
Mortal
some
Kombat.
form of that.
Yeah, like Mortal Kombat, like with some kind of name, like Mortal Kombat. You know, like the movie.
All the games that had names were fucking terrible, and the movie Annihilation was
That
fucking
is not
terrible.
true at all. That is not true at all. MK Trilogy was probably one of the best MK games ever made.
Thank you. I thought I was alone in that.
That's true. That's true. Okay, Trilogy is my favorite.
So broken. You're an idiot. Like, why? It was so fun.
I agree with that. Trilogy is my favorite MK game as well, but that's essentially Mortal Kombat 3. Like, it's Mortal Kombat 3 plus. It's more
because it was MK3 and then MK Trilogy.
Sure.
Right?
But it's not. It's not a real sequel. It's like a. It's like a. It's like a 3.5 version type of thing.
Compilation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expansion.
I agree, but as much as I kind of like. If they did go ahead and name it MK2, I'd be okay with it. I would.
It needs to continue.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what they call it, man. Just let the gameplay be good.
You're right.
I don't care if they call it Mortal Kombat Unicorn version. If it's fucking
that'd be kind of cool, yo. Unicornalities.
Dude.
it's gonna be like Big D's most hated game. There's gonna be like no Sub-Zero, and it's gonna be 3D.
Mortal Kombat fighting is magic.
If they literally leave out Sub-Zero, Nightwolf, and Ermac just out of spite, I will. Oh.
No, Sub-Zero is my favorite. There's no Sub-Zero, I'm not playing MK10. Go fuck yourself.
I want to be Raicho.
Big D
Man, fuck Raicho.
Raicho's shit.
Yo, I'd rather have fucking Mocap back in the game. That character was.
I'd rather play fucking Dramen.
Shit.
Yo, I was playing through story mode today in MK9, and
wow,
who was it? There were like 3 characters that they have in the introduction, which have like complete character renders. So like they probably have who was it? Raicho was one of them.
Yes.
I think it's Hotaru, the dude with the big flags.
Yeah,
the flags. And there's another one. I think
Dairu.
Is he in there in the introduction?
In the beginning.
Yeah.
I think almost like all 60 characters are, because it's supposed to take place after MKA.
Well, yeah,
but
the introduction had MK9 renders. So,
Yeah.
like, I think what they did there is they used characters that they were going to either use for the game, or that, like, I think because they reconstructed characters for that introduction. So I think that's a hint to who the characters are going to be in the next game as well. Like, I think
what character are you?
Next
what game
is going to be new gen.
It's the introduction to Mortal Kombat 9.
The new, you're not listening. The next game is going to be new gen, meaning it's going to have a new engine. Meaning any renders they have right now is not going to be the same.
I don't know about that.
Which is totally cool. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because NRS works hard enough to the point where they can use a whole different engine if that's what it took. That's not really the issue.
That's not a question. They're going to have to.
Yeah, that's not the issue. The issue is, where's the fucking news for MK10? That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, that's true.
Let it just rock for like 2 years.
I don't care if they put it on the fucking Wii U. Make sure MK10 gets announced.
Oh no, you cannot just say that.
Okay, obviously it's an exaggeration. No one in their right mind would make a Wii U exclusive that actually wanted to make money.
Not a comeback game.
Unless it's Smash Brothers.
Right.
But okay, so you guys understand where I'm going with this. Like, MK10, however they want to do it, whatever the fuck they want to call it, whatever characters they want to put it, as long as they're gonna work on it, you know, because like I had such a sinking feeling. I remember reading the tweet after there was the news that broke out that MK9 broke record for like tons of copies sold.
Game of the year,
which is cool. Yeah, and then he told us, you know, Ed Boon pretty much said, don't hold your breath for MK10.
Yeah, he said it's gonna be a few years.
And that gave me such a sinking feeling. And
When
then,
did he say that?
A long time ago.
Was this before Injustice's announcement?
Oh
yeah, exactly. I was getting to that because I was saying, then they're like, oh, big reveal coming up at fucking PEX or whatever the convention was. I was like, yes, Boom was trolling. And then it's like, Injustice. I'm like, fuck. I wanted to see MK10. But then I was pleasantly surprised because Injustice turned out to be awesome. I love Injustice. But
Yo, Big D, do you think because what I'm thinking is going to happen with MK10, you know, when it's released, is they're going to take a lot of the most unpopular characters of MK9, replace them with like Rico, Tanya, characters like that. Do you think Nightwolf will make it?
Yes, because no one gives a shit about Nightwolf, and
That's
I couldn't
what
be
I'm saying.
more stoked to have him in the game.
I'm saying, do you think he's going to make the transition? I'm thinking no. I think he's one of the more iconic characters, though.
Hold on a second. I'm getting a fucking. Why is there? There we go. There was a commercial. I could barely hear you, but I want Nightwolf to be in there. If he's not in there, does that mean I'm not going to buy it? Of course not. I'm still going to buy it.
Right.
You know, I like the MK cast as a whole for the most part, except for that one bitch with the wings. What was that one 3D game? She was like a vampire or some shit.
Tara.
I hated that. Like, why? What is that? She's
Well,
like a vampire.
It's a bat bitch.
Could probably bet on that they're gonna continue with the story.
Let's get on
which is
Naga
totally
in
cool.
MK10.
All
That
I
means
know
they have to
is
bring
that
back Shinnok.
Now I need on Naga.
Story.
Shinnok needs to be playable. Shinnok needs to be
Thank you.
playable, and he needs to be top tier because I've paid my dues playing my favorite characters that suck ass.
Amen.
It's time. It's time for me to pick a character that I like that ends up being good. And Shinnok is arguably one of the most badass characters in no.
Yeah, that hand fatality was pretty kick-ass in MK4.
All of his moves.
Here's another question. Do you think that MK10 is going to have Shinnok like play Shao Kahn's role as a non-playable boss character, or you think it's going to be a playable?
He has to be playable or people will be pissed. We waited like
so mad.
how many years? 15 years for Shinnok, and he's not even playable. That'll be the worst troll ever.
Because you got to think about it. Like, if they're doing the reboot, they're going to follow the same rules like they've been doing with like MK3. MK9 was a reboot of like 1 through 3 or whatever whatever they were going for, which means it's going to be 4 coming up next. And in MK4, Shinnok was playable and the boss in the arcade.
Yep. Yeah, but Shao Kahn was playable in Trilogy
suit.
and in, I think, Ultimate, right? Like, you could use the code to play Shao Kahn as well.
In Trilogy, Shao Kahn was straight up playable. Yeah.
Yeah. They need
And,
to follow suit. I don't give a shit about. I'm sorry for the stream chat and all them. I don't give a shit about Tanya. I don't give a shit about Jarek. They're reskins of the same characters. I don't care. I'll play them anyway, but I don't care.
They're
All I know
reskins
is
of the
that-
same characters fucking 13 years ago. It's not going to be the same now.
I mean, I'm saying I don't care. I don't care about those characters. If they're in there, that's awesome. Good for them and whoever likes them. There's only 2 characters that I want to see in the next MK besides
Busao.
Nightwolf. It's obvious.
What was his name? Busao or some shit?
Suhao. That
Suhao?
I don't know what that. He was kind of cool though. I kind of liked him.
Oh,
He had like
fuck
the little thing in the middle of his
Yeah,
chest. He
yeah.
kind of reminded. He
Kano's
was
eye
kind
on
of like
his
a
chest.
fucked up Tony Stark, you know. Like he was like a jacked, like evil Tony Stark. He still had like the thing in the middle. But I want to see Rico and I want to see Shinnok playable. Those are my 2 characters. Fujin's cool too.
Yes, Rico, Shinnok, Fujin. Those are my 3, and I'm good.
Awesome characters.
By
Cool
the way,
designs, cool moves.
So everybody knows, Rico is not Shao Kahn. I don't know how somebody actually came up with that conclusion.
Because the ending, his ending in MK4, he put the mask on. So like, oh, he must be Shao Kahn or son. So.
Yo, what I want to know is who would play Meat if he was a character in MK2?
I'd play him. I'd play him.
Troll would. Somebody that likes the troll would pick him.
Dude, they need to make a female Meat.
Tits.
Girl Meat.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Girl Meat. Yeah, that'll go over well in this community now. What's this character's name? Girl Meat.
Girl Meat.
Hey, Chameleon. Chameleon needs to be in the next game.
Female or
Chameleon was
both of them.
Both of them.
Chameleon with a C or a K?
Ideally female. I like the female one better because I like girls better in general. Like I play girls in games, but.
And you know what's funny? Like, hopefully when MK10, if and when MK10 gets announced, I think you start seeing the character
say
reveals. I have to say if because they're leaving us on this annoying ass cliffhanger and it's
Because
pissing
they're
me
so
off. But
focused on Injustice right now. They want people on Injustice. They don't want us going, where the fuck's MK10? Because that's how everybody fucking feels. But, they
But
just
don't
want
forget,
to ignore
all
it.
I'm asking is for NRS not to forget their roots. And I know it. I know there's going to be an MK10, but just in case I had to say if, you know, they made a logo around an Mortal Kombat character. They wouldn't just make one game as the new NetherRealm Studios and then be like, well, fuck it, whatever.
Yo, that would be the best troll ever, dude. The logo is Scorpion. They never make another MK.
It's like they changed their mind and all of a sudden they use Batman as their logo. I would just laugh.
Oh, they've made more games with Batman. They've made like 4 games with Batman so far.
Like what I was saying, when and if MK10 gets announced and they start doing the character reveals, it's going to be really brutal, and you guys know it's coming because they would go release the fan favorites first. You know, Scorpion's going to be #1 in the character reveal, which is pretty much a given. But they're going to use it as a time slot to kind of like let everything unfold by itself. Then they're going to do Sub-Zero, and then they're going to do Raiden, and then they're going to do Liu Kang and all the normal shit.
Liu Kang becomes.
And then
if they're releasing Sub-Zero, though, he has to be Cyber Sub-Zero, because at the end of the story, that's how he ended.
Yeah,
I hope they
they're not
completely
gonna-
scrap the story. I really don't like where the story is going. I think it's really annoying.
I agree.
They killed off pretty much anybody.
Yeah, they
I
killed
hope Ermac-
everybody.
Jax.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I hope Ermac sacks up again and just revives everybody. I think that would be cool.
They're
Then
gonna first announce, like you said, the normal characters, and then then they'll start springing out. I bet you see like maybe four new never played before. I don't know, fucking Mr. Hot Pocket or something. But
the dude actually making the movie actually announced today on the live stream that there's going to be a new character that's in the movie and in the game.
No, MK10 is going to be Raiden, fucking Johnny Cage, Sonya, Shinnok, Quan Chi, and then 23 new characters.
23?
They killed everybody. I mean, what are you going to fucking do?
You know what would be a real mind fuck? It's like they release a whole new roster of all new people and then DLC the old guys later down the road.
Like Third Strike it? Make it like Street Fighter.
I'd be okay. I'd totally be okay with that. I think that would be a step in a different direction because that's what NRS is doing lately. They're taking all these risks. I don't want them to do that, but I'm saying I would deal with it.
The MK universe already has like what 60 plus fucking characters. I mean, fucking come on. We don't need any more.
I do.
I don't know.
See, this is our thing is people hate new shit, and then when they say when they keep rehashing the old shit, they be like, "Oh, we want something new." Blah, blah, blah. Do I keep on doing all this old shit?
Well, I'm not saying not make it new. I'm saying keep in like maybe 10 of the most iconic Mortal Kombat characters.
But you know what?
Because
You know what happened?
they're
Wait. You know what? You know what happened though? Look at MK2 and MK3. It was like in MK2, they dropped Cage and Sonya, and all of a sudden that was my favorite character.
I know. There's going to be a hellstorm if you do that to two.
With Scorpion and MK3, that was my favorite character.
They just need to be very careful and make sure Cabal is just nowhere to be found.
No, man.
Yeah, Cabal won't be there. It'll be Mavado, and he's going to play exactly like Cabal.
Yes.
Honestly,
it's going to be exactly the same.
Dude, fucking Mavado. Hell yeah.
It's going to be 6'4" Mavado against everybody.
I will literally bring a printout of Mavado to the gun range. I will. I promise you. I will. If he is put in the next MK game.
Yo,
I am so sick of seeing all the Cabal and Mavado and just the hook swords. The hook sword, it's just so frustrating.
Dude, I
Just
love the hook swords, man.
Dude,
I want Havoc playable.
I'm a Cabal main. Yes, Havoc has to be in there.
Havoc is my favorite character in the Mortal
you gotta
Kombat.
love it. You gotta love a character that breaks his own neck.
Yeah,
Fuck
and,
yeah.
and gains health from it.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Havoc was fucking dope.
Yo, what should be like
breaks his own kneecaps and shit. That
Yo,
was
I'm gonna
awesome.
go online and and see if I still got my created character.
Oh, I also want to see the Johnny Cage fatality where he uppercuts the head off like 18 times.
Oh yeah, like that was the bug. I remember that.
That was the best fatality ever, dude.
I don't know. The best fatality
No,
had to be. What was it? What was that one? Where like the Sub-Zero makes like an ice grenade out of nowhere and like throws it at you and you just blow up.
No, the
I thought that
best
was
fatality
hilarious.
ever is Cyber Sub-Zero's like brain scrambler, because it makes you like
scrambled brain.
Okay, well, man, I don't want to be politically correct. I call it or incorrect. I call it the retardality because like you like twitch up and shit. It's fucked up, dude.
You mean the lobotomy? That's more politically correct.
Cyber Sub-Zero one where he hits you in the brain with the
with the shuriken.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's my favorite fatality, man. That one's fucked up.
What did she do with MK10 and
too
Johnny
clean.
Cage?
It's too clean. It's too.
How's it too clean? They give X-ray of that dude's brain getting fucking scrambled.
Yeah, but you know what? Not for nothing. Kano went like moronic. He's like, I'm gonna rip your heart out, or I'm gonna rip your brain out and stick it in your stomach. I'm like, really? Like,
yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
I'm like, come on now, rip it out, squeeze it, bite it, eat it, piss on it, shit on it.
What about Quan Cheese? Rips off your leg and then just beats you endlessly with it.
That is the most. That's the most saltiest fatality you can get. I get so pissed
in any game.
Because then you just let him hold that for a few minutes. Just kind of let the animation run its course.
Don't hit A for a while. And you're just like, fucking press A.
Yo, that and the babality on Noob Saibot where he just keeps going, and that shit makes me laugh.
Tell you what, even the most saltiest that doesn't even take a fatality is just fucking Reptile's win pose.
The chomp hiss.
Chop hiss. Fucking oh my
Now,
god.
you know what they need to bring back? Friendships.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Bring
agree.
back friendships, please.
No, how about the friendships where, like, there was that one, it was one of the MK games, I forgot which one it was. Not the friendships, but the babalities, where, like, you would baby someone, but then you could make them blow up and it says fatality.
Nah, that was a glitch in, I think, 2.1 version.
That needs to be, like, real. So, like, you baby them and then you make them blow up.
And then kill the babies?
That'll definitely help our community.
That might make it a little bit controversial, but it'd be totally worth it.
It'll make it hella controversial. We'll be on CNN
Turn
the
them
next
into
day.
turn them into a baby, and then you could go with freaking the hook swords and pull out the baby's intestines. Yeah, that'll go over well.
Not so much with the hook swords, because remember, they're going to stray away from Cabal. They're going to be smart about this.
No, I'm talking about Movado.
Fuck both of them. They're the same.
Yeah, what would be hype is that they bring back that thing where you can bring people back from the dead with like no life and then brutality.
Oh, where you give them mercy?
You give them mercy and then do a brutality or whatever.
Yo, if mercy was...
I'm ready to see that in a tournament.
That would be the hypest thing ever.
Imagine the hype if someone, like, mercy someone when they had full health, and then they get bodied because of that mercy.
That'd be so hype.
Dude, that's sick. They'll be scarred for life.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
They had, like, the whole match in their hand. They got cocky and then get blown up.
Yo.
Like full life bar, then get blown up, full punish, then one bad read, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like ultimate salt, like in the arcade. Like when somebody mercied you, that was like ultimate disrespect.
Paulo, I am begging you from the bottom of my heart. I know you don't know who I am, but I'm begging you. Do not, I repeat, do not put Movado or Cabal in the next MK. I am begging you. Please.
No,
do not do it.
Please do. Please go.
Well, dude, like, Cabal died in story, so...
Then make them quadriplegic. Do something. Make sure that fucker cannot dash anywhere.
Wow.
All you gotta do is like heal him, give him a skin graft, and he ain't gonna want to do shit no more. Make him a normal person.
Bring back original Cabal when he was a police officer. He won't be broken.
Oh, dude, he died in the story mode, so.
Well, they can break canon. All companies do that.
Not like NRS / Midway's ever done that before.
Cabal was already fast before he was even fucking burned. That's part of his character.
Dude, I guarantee you they'll stick with the story.
See, now, Ridiculous just said, hey, being that Smash has more numbers than Injustice, should Smash Top 8 be given a better time? Yes.
Yes, to be fair.
If it has more number, it should have a better time slot.
They spent all their real money to get into EVO.
Now they can't get
there. And
rename myself to Big
their way
3D.
So
wow.
I think Smash should get significant time on the main stage because they work hard to get to EVO. Even though I don't personally care to watch the game, I respect their community for the hard work they put in.
Smash is pretty hype.
I agree.
Watching it.
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
that's not cool, Paulo. Like, really? Like, you're mixing, like, my two least favorite things about the entire franchise and, like, telling me it's going to be in the next game. Between Cabal and... between Cabal and 3D. Like... Because that just means, like, he could cancel shit and then, like, sidestep and cancel again. Like, dash around.
He could do instant air fireballs while he's dashing on the side.
Cabal in a 3D game, the way how Cabal has been, like if MK9 was in 3D, it just means he'd be broken except in 8 different directions now. That's fucked up. You can't, like, how do you beat something like that? You can't.
You can sidestep the fireballs, man. Get in on that shit. Adapt.
What's the point? He could dash and then cancel and then pick between 1 or 4 different directions to go in.
You could sidestep in between dash cancels. Adapt, dude. Come on.
Holy shit.
I am going to make a petition to make sure Cabal and Movado do not get in the next game. I will.
You know, NRS likes to do the opposite of what we request.
Exactly.
So why don't we make a petition to get Cabal into the game?
Because then they're expecting that. You see, you have to get in the mind of the developer.
I don't want Raicho in the game.
Yo, David, you there?
Yeah.
I hear crickets. I hear Jamaican crickets in the background.
Yo, was that a rooster?
No, that's my dog.
Jamaican rooster.
Maybe I should just take the same approach like what they did for Scorpion in this game. Maybe Cabal in a 3D game, all I gotta do is hold down and block. And just level up. Maybe that's what I should do.
Oh no, I was trying to come on to slightly disagree with what James was saying about the nerfs and crying, because I was like, remember the whole debacle with Skullgirls and Microsoft, and you know how long it takes to get a patch in. I'm beginning to wonder if any of these nerfs and buffs are even based off anybody's cry. I mean, look how long it takes to get a patch through. Isn't this all shit that's coming down the pipeline anyway? No, not so?
Nope. It was stuff that specifically came from bitching.
Anybody bitched about Nero?
No one's complaining about Green Arrow and he gets nerfed every 2 weeks.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on Green Arrow.
That's
like,
retarded.
Really?
Why, Paco? Do you not like Chris G?
Oh, Chris G wins a tournament. Clearly the character needs to be nerfed. Let's nerf him 3
Every
times.
time he wins.
While barely touching Doomsday, who is pretty much fair, I guess. Maybe
Doomsday's fair, Nick.
Maybe reduce the pushback on his ground pound when you block it just a little bit, so maybe it could be, you know,
I don't know.
maybe punishable.
Every time I hear somebody complain about it, I want to stop it because I play low. If you play low
Like-
online, that stuff is heart-wrenching. Because when you lose with Lobo online, you begin to wonder why you even bother play fighting games. I mean, am I not reacting fast enough for it? I'm doing something wrong.
But you got the jumping down shotgun.
The jump down shotgun?
Yeah.
What?
That's a kick-ass move.
No, it's a lovely move.
It looks cool, at least.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything with Lobo is negative on everything, even his jumping. So it's like,
Well, that jumping shotgun, that's
Why
back
is
too.
he so bad?
Why does Lobo suck? Why?
No. I gotta clear something up before the chat gets a little bit out of hand. I'm not saying I know everything about the game. I'm the last person to go to for technical shit. So I'm really it's just my opinion. I'm not saying, oh my god, you know, Superman gotta be nerfed and Scorpion and Doomsday's broken. Like, that's not what I mean. I'm just saying that, like, out of all the characters that have all this dirt, why is Green Arrow getting picked on so much? That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Because because Paco probably got some bullshit secret tack that he came across, and he was like, yo, if one of these motherfuckers like Chris G find it, it's all on. And he said, you know what, let's take it out.
So be it. Then cool. I totally get it.
I understand that, but now look at how much everybody cried about Scorpion.
I don't know. I mean, I looked on some of the patch notes, and some of them just look like bug fixes, if you ask me. Like, with the Killer Frost thing, people complaining about the Vortex, something tells me that particular Killer Frost nerf was, well, when James was describing it, it's the artwork, and the way the guys developing the game said, nah, that's not what we wanted Killer Frost to be doing. We didn't want it to look like that. But I could be wrong. Paco's here. But then again, Paco is on full troll mode, so who knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he always trolls in the chat.
I think that might end up being like a ball because he has that like somebody made a video about the run stop bike, the run cancel thing with Doomsday, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what Cabal can do.
No, it's not exactly. It's not anything like that actually.
Paco, is there any dirt on Lobo? Please tell me how to play this character. I'm trying. I'm failing.
Shoot your gun and use your chain.
You want to know something ironic? How Tom Brady said before this game even came out, I will not be using Superman because when I use him, he'll get nerfed by an RS. And Superman ended up being the least nerfed character on the roster and the most top tier.
That's one of the things I'd like to talk about is fucking Superman just going under the radar constantly, dude. I mean, can we be serious here? That character's fucked up, man.
Yo,
That's
well, honestly,
super top tier.
Black
Super
Adam,
top tier, dude.
Black Adam has been doing way more stuff than Superman.
No,
Like,
Black Adam got fucked.
He got fucked in his ass, though.
His dash is fucking useless. Or
going one frame. He's still plus. 0 is an even number. 0 is a positive number.
Yo, but don't be fooled. Like, Black Adam is still pretty much just as good as he was before.
Yeah, except for he can't use
foot dive like an idiot. That's
yeah, but I mean, nobody good was just doing that anyway. You know, people like Rico.
Shit.
Those dudes were making reads.
All right, stream. I'm just over exaggerating. Of course, Lobo is not negative on everything, but he's negative on almost everything. It's like he has what 2 positive strings, maybe 1 or 2 pokes that are positive. I mean, everything else is pretty negative.
But he's got the low chain move, which is the coolest looking move in my opinion in the whole game.
Oh yes, it's a cool looking move, but if they block that, you're fucked.
Well, hey, I didn't say nothing about it actually being feasible or viable, but it looks cool. Like he steps on your face. I'm like, wow, that looks cool.
Yeah, it's a great move. But the thing is, I have to use it like a whiff punish. So it's like I see them do something, and then they're in range, and I whip their foot in, and then I have to play the guessing game where I try to do something ambiguous and hope they don't block it and punish me. But I like Lobo character design. I just wish I was good with him. I just don't know what to do with this character.
Yeah, Paco, we can't have KDZ getting sent to losers. You need to buff Superman.
Yo, KDZ always comes from losers.
I know, it just wins the tournament. He wins the
Here's the thing. I don't know why people thought KDZ was bad. He plays 3D games, and 3D games teach you Yomi. Because in 3D games, they're balanced, and you have to actually beat the player. So
yeah, it's funny you say that, because Jackson was saying KDZ thinks Injustice is like Soulcalibur.
No, because it is. I think I compare Injustice to a 3D game due to the strings. So you have to kind of guess what the other guy is doing, and then you'll blow him up.
Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of true.
That's why I have a different gaming philosophy. Like when I heard you and Perfect Legend and James say the bad matchups is what make the game fun. To me, that doesn't make the game fun. What makes the game fun to me is beating the other player, and having a balanced roster doesn't mean each character can't be unique. Tekken's unique, and it has. I don't think Tekken matches get worse than 6-4. To be honest.
Yeah, but look at the longevity of a game released, like a Tekken game released.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They don't have the luster of that game of, well, I'm choosing a guy that I know is weaker in so many aspects compared to this guy. Like I said, this for me personally, there's more of a sense of fulfillment. You know, my Baraka beat a fucking Cabal. Yeah, right. I mean, that's like a 10-0, but
I can't disagree with you, James, because we all play games of fun. Well, I mean, I can't disagree why you find a game not fun or a game fun.
You know when I find everybody, even if their moves are all unique, but everybody's a 5-5, I'm like, eh. You know, then you get a game like DOA where it's like you beat the shit out of me, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, Hadouken reversal. You now all of a sudden you're dead, and I'm like, you know, it's almost as cheesy as a ring out.
No, I understand that, but that's the thing. All right, like with KOF, the one game I think Chris G will not dominate certain people at, because that game you have to really practice. I mean, you have to marry it.
Yeah, but he is good at it. He's good at it. But
in the East Coast, and lots of people will tell you East Coast KOF is not Mexican tier. It's Chinese tier. Those guys have the edge on that.
All right, I gotta get out of here. I probably should have went to bed like an hour ago.
Oh well.
I gotta get up in a few hours. But thanks for having me come on again.
Anytime, D.
I haven't been on in a while.
Ryan, you were giving me, when I was listening on the stream, I was just cracking up, man. You were great. With the Sub-Zero stuff, man. I was dying.
But it's true. There's only one thing I need to address. I've been really busy lately, so I haven't been able to watch the On Blast show. But the last time I checked, JamessMK, you weren't supposed to be fucking smoking.
Yeah,
Whatever
well,
happened to that?
I got divorced.
You got divorced?
Or getting
divorced.
Yeah.
I guess that's a reason.
Yeah. 10-year marriage, you know. I could smoke. Why is your fucking character got smoke running around him? You just actually peer pressured me with your icon.
Yo.
I guess that's my fault. That's not. Wait, when is smoke green?
Green when you're smoking weed?
I don't know if that's right. That doesn't sound.
It's that neo funky weed.
I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys, took something out of my entire rant. And once again, for Paulo, I'm not trying to assume that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to this shit. But I'm just stating, my own opinion. So
give him his Sub-Zero.
So give me my Sub-Zero out of fairness and honesty. And we'll call it even. Alright. So I'm out of here. Have a good night, guys. Later.
Good night, man. Oh, I was about to put Trey, why didn't you...
Yeah.
God punished him. God just punished him. You see that? He was like, Trey, why didn't you woo, 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 woo? And you just left. His mic died again, I think.
Yeah, I'm kind of playing Last of Us right now. I'm trying to creep up on these dudes so I don't get killed. So, yeah. The multiplayer off the chain, too. So.
David.
Yeah, I'm here.
Why don't you...
Hello?
Hello?
I'm here.
I'm finishing your sentence. You said, why don't you...
Oh, yes, sir. Trey, why didn't you use your hot girl on stream? I didn't want to see no damn Green Lantern.
The
first
man.
It was the Xbox?
Yeah, and damn, I need help. Niggas is getting shit.
Oh, sorry, explain that. What's up with Xbox and hot girl? What happened?
It's messed up.
Oh, wait, she doesn't play the same?
Yeah.
Wow, that's weird.
No, and then convert I was using was messed up, so it was like.
Okay, I get you now.
Yeah.
No, the thing is, I started off using Hot Girl when the game came out, but I realized that character was beyond my current skill. So, I realized that, man, I'm going to need some time to figure this one out.
Alright, so I have a question actually for Trey. Which is, Trey, you've been playing Hot Girl for a while.
Yeah.
In your opinion, based on your experience, how good do you think that character really is?
Well, right now, I just need help to figure out more stuff. I just need players from different communities to come around finally and actually learn how to try to play the character, because then it will actually help me out. Because it's I'm trying to do it on my own. I'm not saying I'm the oh shit, my bad. But
what the fuck are you playing?
The Last of Us. I told you.
This is not a run around type of fucking game channel here. We're a fighting game channel. We're part of the fighting game community.
Hey, I'm part of every community, man. I'm a gamer.
Nah, fuck that shit. That shit should be banned.
But anyway, that's what I was saying. I just need help because, I think if other people actually play, from other communities, it would actually, open up, gameplay more. Because it wouldn't be, the same type of tech being found.
Yo, what's up with people quitting fighting games to play League of Legends?
Because they think they're getting paid like morons. The rest of these esport idiots, these stupid fucking people, dumbass motherfuckers that think they're gonna get paid to play games.
Meanwhile, Martin's team failed and he's back to Evo.
Yeah.
He'll be playing Marvel again.
Yeah, exactly.
I refuse
I don't know.
Game.
I heard Eli Joe say this on his stream, and I'll repeat it even though I'm currently looking for work. Eli Joe wins a tournament every week when he gets paid from his job. So I don't know why people are still chasing the pipe dream of living off just playing video games. Make it a hobby. If you manage to get some money off the side, good for you. But come on, man. And think about it. You ain't going to save the world playing video games. So, I think I don't. It's crazy.
You won't even be able to fucking keep up with your crack addict diseases, fucking smoking rock, with fucking playing video game and shit. It's like, come on, man. You get a job, learn a skill, go to the tournaments, have fun, enjoy, play, meet people. If you take it that seriously, I mean, when I hear people, my fans, you ain't got no fans. You got other people in the community. That's all. We're not your fans. We're your friends. You know, the minute you start calling your friends your fans, you got problems.
But that's my opinion.
That's why I don't like this community though, cause like most of these dudes are acting like groupies just cause somebody plays the game good. Like really?
Like, oh my God, Trey! Like, please! I saw you play against Big D this weekend. I was like, holy shit! Look at this match! It's fucking amazing.
Oh, Trepound, I love your katana.
Your
katana. I don't like I don't mind if like females do that shit, like real talk. But dudes do it, I think it's
I don't know, Trey. I'm having a hard time imagining that. I'm having a hard time imagining that, man.
Oh, okay. But no, it's like I don't mind like females doing it because like I like females, okay. Like, but dudes doing it, I be like, well, thanks, but I don't really care.
But no, but Trey, you have to look at it like this, though. At the part I'm trying to imagine a girl coming up to me and say, "Man, I really like how you play that low bow there, man. That really made me hot." I was like,
hey, you never know. You just never know.
Like, who are we trying to impress here?
That's what I'm saying.
They don't care.
I ain't trying to impress nobody.
You know what that girl's saying when she's saying that to you? She's like, "All right, this guy's all right looking, but like he's 28 and he still plays video games. Loser."
Hey, that's
if you win, they don't give a shit. Let's be serious here. It doesn't matter what you do. You could be the best trash man. If you're the best at what you do, you have status and you have friends and recognition. Women will flock to you.
Yo,
if
I'm not.
You have status and money. Women will jump on you.
I'm not even gonna lie. I heard somebody say that earlier today. They were like, "Yo, Ray is the average looking dude." They were like, the fact that this happened gave me hope that if I become good at Marvel, I can get pro host too.
I'm just gonna be quiet on that. I'm just gonna be quiet on that.
When you're there,
I will get in so trouble right now if I say anything, so I'm just gonna be quiet on it.
Right now, so we gotta be quiet.
Yes, rated PG here.
Yeah, but I might start my stream and have an uncensored chat though. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. It'll last about a week.
Oh nah, our parents will protect mine, homie. Like for real. That's how you're supposed to do it.
No, but I think one thing I do notice though is like how well this game sells so quickly. I think things will change. Maybe in a sad, distant future, women will get their pussies wet for fighting game players, but
fuck out of here. What kind of? I know you're Jamaican, so you must be smoking some crazy shit today.
No, man, joking, man, joking. Come on. The old stuff still works.
Yeah, I could see two girls are like, what do, we really need to get some. What do we want to do? We can go to a basketball game and maybe hook up with LeBron, or we can go to a League of Legends and hook up with Mon.
No, this actually happens, James. I'm so serious. It doesn't matter. I want to say something, but I'm not going to put anybody on blast. But it doesn't matter what you look. I'm going to allude to it. It doesn't matter what you look like. If you are known, you can have a fine ass girlfriend in this community.
I know who you're talking about.
The reason, alright, but seriously, James, the reason why I see certain changes, because as you know, video games are slowly becoming more commonplace, right? So maybe it might not, maybe not, I don't know.
Nah, because you know what? Who's watching it?
That's the thing, it's mostly men.
And you know, that's like the whole esports thing. I'm sorry. My father is never going to sit and watch video games on a TV. He don't give a shit.
That's true.
You know, so, you know, it don't matter if they're getting paid $20 million a year. You're going to go, well, fuck do I care? I don't like these things. You know, there's not an audience as much as people want to think there is Not in the States.
No, the reason why I said that because if somebody told me a couple decades ago, hey, Koreans are going to sit down and watch niggas play StarCraft, I would say you're out of your fucking mind. And then there you go. But that's what I'm saying. I can't predict the future, so who knows?
Knows.
Yeah, I mean there are kind of a lot of people playing video games now.
That's what I'm saying. You never know. Like
I mean,
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, how many players does League of Legends have? It's like 30 million or something like that.
Yeah, well, you know, when you give something for free, you get huge numbers.
That's true.
I guarantee you, if it was $80 for the game and then fucking all this add-on shit you had to pay for on top of it, it'd be like that'd be 10 million copies.
Yeah, because you know what though, that what you call that thing, the King of Combat, you know that's really gonna catch on though.
The free-to-play thing, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna. I mean, it'll catch on for a while, but it's gonna basically hurt companies. You know, everybody's following this Zynga mentality. You know, with Farmville. You know, here you can grow your farm for free, but if you want to buy a crop duster, it's going to cost you $700 in real money or $700 Zynga dollars.
No, well, the thing why I think the King of Combat game, I'm not going to do the Chinese pronunciation, and the Killer Instinct might do okay if they're good games and they're free. People end up spending money on it. I think the model works. If you ask me, it works.
I mean,
what's wrong with the model is if everybody else jumps on it.
I just don't know about Killer Instinct though. I don't know.
No, I don't like how the game looks because like when that guy shoot the fireball and then I saw all the particle effects, I was like, wow, am I playing WoW? Did somebody cast revive or some shit? I was like, wow.
Did I hit him with a fireball? Did he level up?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, bah! I was like, God damn.
I mean, it messing up Killer Instinct though. Like, I sat there and watched. I was like, really? That's what y'all really trying to promote right now?
Damn.
Yeah. It's just like they're trying to do too much with just a classic franchise that didn't need much to be fun. Like, you really didn't need all this extra fancy particle effects, fucking easy combo breaker shit like that. We needed combos, loud ass announcer, and just have fun with friends. That's all we need.
Trey, you know that's the direction all games are going nowadays. They're making it dumb. Fluff. They're making it easy for the casual audience, so they buy it and they have fun with it.
No, all right. You know what I think was what killed it? All right, look at Tekken now. 50 people at Eve. That's pretty fucking sad. Tekken Tag 2, right?
No, it has 200, right?
No, MK only has 200. Tekken got like 4 or something.
50 years.
No, 400 something.
400?
Yeah, like.
Let me check the numbers.
I'm
gonna go to Mr. Wizard's Twitter.
Like 50 years old.
Yeah, because Smash.
Shout out to Injustice getting 624 though.
Because Kayane was complaining on Twitter. She's like, if Tekken Tag 2 is the reason Soulcalibur got removed, I'm really disappointed because it only has 200 entrants and we had 300. You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
Really?
Yeah, I read that too.
I could picture her fussing in her little French accent.
Yeah, I heard the numbers actually ended up coming up like in the last couple of summers.
With that, because I heard Rip was saying there's only 50 and then they went into full panic mode. And I guess
yeah, there were a lot more than that in the latest.
It's at least 200 for Tekken Tag 2.
To be fair, I kind of agree with Keanu on the point of it. There's more people playing Soulcalibur because it has better online. Not Tekken Tag 2.
Yeah, well.
It really did.
355 players.
Yeah.
355.
The problem I have with Tekken
is the worst.
Is alright. I'm what 30. James is 43. A lot of us are old. So we were playing these games from the get-go, right? So if you're a new player going into Tekken, your mind is fucked. I can honestly say that. You're not going to understand shit. You're not even going to understand why you won or lost for at least a year.
Yeah, that pretty much happened. Like on Test Your Mind, I remember there were all these people when Tekken Tag 2 was coming out there like, yo, I'm gonna pick up Tekken.
Wow, for real? Wait a second. You know what? OBS Vince K, send me the link. to his stream. I want to put that up there. He's playing a game I made. Fucking Crash Test Dummies, really? That's like a fucking NES game. I want to actually see somebody playing this shit. Because I made that game. I made that game like 30 years ago, and I ain't never seen anybody play it.
Well, I'm not going to call Soulcalibur trash. Because it's a fighting game. You either like it or you don't. You know, certain people don't like anime games.
Soulcalibur 5 so bad. Though.
You know who fucked up Soulcalibur? Tekken. If Tekken development didn't suck all the resources, Soulcalibur would probably have Salivial. We wouldn't have 2 random Makujin characters. All sorts of shit. Probably have a better story mode too. But you know Tekken Tag 2 sucked the oxygen out of Soulcalibur 5. It's clear as day.
Yo, I heard that whole Yoda controversy kind of like put a hit on the Soulcalibur community too.
But the thing is, I love Dark Vader. As cheesy as it was, it worked out. I played it, I enjoyed it. Who didn't like using Dark Vader in Soulcalibur 4?
I did. I actually did.
Eh?
I did.
Because I think the issue with Soulcalibur 4 is the whole instant death thing and the wonkiness of it. That was what gave it problems. The characters are like, whatever, you get used to it. Plus, you would have sucked anyway.
Let's see.
Yeah. See, everybody loved Dark Vader. Even when we saw Mitsurugi's sword clash against the lightsaber, we knew it didn't make no sense, but you saw it, anybody cared. Nobody gave a fuck.
That shit was kind of true.
Nobody cared.
It was true, I ain't even gonna lie.
Nobody gave a fuck. They were like, yeah, whatever, magic.
Dude, the Apprentice was that nigga though. The Apprentice was real top tier.
Yeah.
Darth Vader was just fine.
Yeah.
And fucking Yoda was broke.
Yo, people were pretty mad about Yoda.
Short.
They were like, yo, he's too short. He breaks the game.
He's hard to hit.
The moves don't hit him.
But Yoda wasn't even that good. Yoda was no apprentice.
Hey yo, man, should be apprentice, man. So I mean, you just mashed like shit with apprentice, man.
Yeah, apprentice. Got that.
No, but Hildy was broke too. Like everybody worrying about like Vader and shit. Everybody forgot about Hildy because she touched you once she could ring you out anywhere at that moment.
Yes.
Yo, didn't Hildy get banned at one point?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hildy was very good. Hildy was stupid.
Oh, what? So I just. Oh, shit.
Me. Some hype.
If that game had good online, that game would have done way better. Even with the wonky guard meter business and that shit. Because I think that's what really killed that game. The online was bad, but other than that game was fun. I can't say I didn't play Soulcalibur before and didn't have fun.
I had fun before, but 5 I tried to play it. I was so mad. I was just like, this is what they gave us, man. Get the fuck out of here.
No, that's I blame Tekken Tag 2 for what happened to 5 because they just sucked the resources. I mean,
not even the fact that it's like the resources, just it felt different. Like they tried to do too much with it. Like 1 through 4, even Soul Edge, it just felt like fun. You could just come in, be casual and have fun. And then if you want to be deep with it, there's actually something deeper about it.
No, but the part that made me sad, but they did this from a long time ago. Remember back with the Nintendo version of Soulcalibur, was that 2?
Yeah, with
Nintendo version.
Yeah, we had
so much fun.
and you could parry for days with that before they found out Hildy was broke. Sorry, the Wind Girl was broke, where you could just parry. Talon, yeah, before they figured out she broke the game. But
Talon was fun. So.
Hey, but yo, man, Soulcalibur 2 was my shit though, man.
Yeah.
Soulcalibur 2 was my shit, man. I used to go hard. Miss Rugi, kill it. You know, I used to go hard with most of the cast. I wasn't that, man. That was a
Mac player.
I always use Maxi.
Link was
none.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I hate to be the party pooper.
Time to go to bed.
It's 4 a.m. You know where your children are. They shouldn't be listening to me.
Boo.
Hey, I got the new Walking Dead episode. I'm straight.
Walking Dead. I never watched one of them.
Who's all going to Evo?
Yeah, who's going to Evo here?
Me.
I'll be there.
I'll be trolling in the front row.
Hey, Devil, you and did you enter any game?
Marvel.
Wait.
I thought about Injustice, but I suck. It's not even
somebody
worth
else.
it.
Now
You
you
guys
gonna
are near
Marvel.
East Coast or close to East Coast. How much it costs you to go to Evo?
$12,000 one way.
My flight. I booked my flight today.
Right.
On Southwest with the online only, and I paid $612 for a round trip. That is a great deal.
Wait,
no, I mean $612.
Like hotel or where?
Oh, hotel? That is an extra $500, so $1,100, and that's not including food. And food in Vegas is fucking expensive. I'm not joking right now. A cheeseburger is $8.95.
First of
I
all,
still have the picture from last year.
let me teach you a trick. Learn to eat at the buffets.
The Wicked Spoon is $30, but it's completely worth it.
Yeah.
That is the best buffet I've had in my life, and I'm looking forward to going back. I waited a whole year for this, and I'm gonna finish all my food this time, even if I get fat. I'm ready. I almost cried when I got home. I'm like, I didn't eat all my food. It was so good.
I did all my shit like extra early, and seeing as how I have parents that work for Southwest, I fly for free.
Damn, that hookup.
All right. Let me ask BlackTastic. How much does it cost to go to VXG? I'm just doing a price comparison. Because, like, I know in the islands, we always do the all-inclusive deals. Like
VXG sounds expensive.
It is. I have to fly to New York, then fly from New York to San Martin, and that's gonna fuck me in the ass in my bank account. So I didn't even bother. We're good on paper, but it's expensive. If you don't live in New York, you're fucked. You don't live in the East Coast, you're fucked.
Texas?
You gotta fly to New York and take 2 different flights. It's ridiculous.
Or is you saying it's better if you live in New York, man? It's cheaper if you live in New York to go to VXG.
Yeah, like
because you're
$300 round trip.
Okay, okay.
Man, dude, that's super cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's not much of a difference between. I mean, on the East Coast, there's not much of a difference going from New York to St. Martin, New York to Vegas.
Oh,
man.
But here's the thing I know with the islands, they all-inclusive deals. So like when you go there and book
Everything's
your hotel,
everything's hotels $100. I think a hotel's $100 a night.
Right, and then you can eat till you die, basically.
Pretty much, and you can drink for free.
You're right. Because that's what I did last time when I went to my local, like I went to Sandals or beaches in Jamaica, and I literally put on about 20 pounds because all I did is have these chefs walking around and say, "Hey, you hungry? Maybe a burger. All right, then you just eat round the clock, you drink round the clock." And then knowing my cheap ass, I'm trying to get my money's worth. So like, let me see if I can eat about 10 pounds of food a day. So, but yeah.
Anyway,
I don't. Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let y'all wrap it up because we could talk all night, but my ass got to get some sleep.
Yeah.
My ass got to get up, and we're all in the same fucking time zone here at 4 o'clock in the 4:15 in the morning. Ave Maria.
Wait. Paco's killing me. You can't get a discount on the plane ticket if you bring a pressure cooker.
Wow.
What are you trying to get me banned from here now, Paco?
Paco, too soon, man.
Man, come on.
Come on, Paco. Oh my God.
Maybe you said bring in a hot pocket.
No, but you said no. I'm fitted in the backpacks. Oh man, come on, man.
Yo, Paulo just went on the watch list. No joke. He's on the NSA list.
Wait, this guy makes violent video games, and now he's talking about this, darling.
Yo, what are they talking about? I'm kind of lost, yo.
No, I'm reading Paco's thing in the chat, and he's killing me here, man. Can't they bring a discount if you bring a pressure cooker to the airport? They fit it in your backpack. Oh, come on, Paco. They're gonna lock you up now.
You only get
Paulo's phone is being tapped right now.
I heard you only get a discount going to Boston.
James, you're on the discount.
Oh my! What about the band on Ustream?
Because there's a Saudi Arabian man found with a pressure cooker in his bag, and he got sent to prison.
Really?
I'll tell the
Yes,
nigga just
yes,
wanted to
we
cook
got sent
meats
to prison
in a special way, for real though.
and having a backpack with a pressure cooker in it.
Man, he probably won't cook
Oh,
some
I
lamb.
thought the nigga want to cook gourmet. He get locked up. That's messed up, man.
Man, that shit is fucked up.
That's fucked up,
And maybe
dog.
want to do some lamb soup or something, man. That's fucked up.
I just put the dude want to treat himself nice and one motherfucking go out the ordinary. He get locked up. I bet he be like, man, I just went to McDonald's, bro. And this is some bullshit.
Yo, what do you even cook in a pressure cooker?
Rice, man. There's lots of dishes.
Jamaican jerk chicken.
No, you jerk chicken and pressure.
You cook ball bearings.
The worst part of going through the fucking airport is security, and seeing as how I have my fucking stick, I'm gonna have to take that fucking stick out and put it out, and they're gonna have to search that shit. I hope they don't like look at it and be like, "What the fuck is this?" And I end up fucking getting strip searched by some fat black chick.
Oh dear.
Strip search, butt naked.
Cavity search.
Cavity search, because I wanted to go to Evo.
Yep, man. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm telling the nigga, but I'm telling the nigga, I'm buying a steak if I go on.
Greyhound, nigga. Greyhound.
Greyhound.
I'm fine. I'm like, yo, nigga, I'm borrowing your stick, dog. Like,
That's a long drive.
Yeah, the Greyhound is a lot shadier than the airplane, that's for sure.
You gotta sit by.
Dude, you do not want to take a Greyhound like more than 10 hours. If you fall asleep, they will take your shit and get off the bus.
Yeah.
Damn.
You never.
God damn.
If you're a girl, you will get touched a few times by the hobo. He got nothing to lose. Send him to jail. He wants to go to jail. He'll get meals. He'll get a bed.
You don't go in the Greyhound alone. Like my brother, he carried like his whole fucking computer and all that shit.
Oh.
He takes the bus because he studies up in the States. And like, he was alright, but that nigga sleeps very light. You can't even move anything from him. Like,
Yo, I won't lie, I'm not scared of the Greyhound, but I did have a Greyhound bus that I was on catch on fire at about 5:30 in the morning.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Our guys usually just drive off the side of the thruway. We all die. I mean, it's like the guy's like, oh yeah, he hasn't slept in like 6 weeks, and he's driving the bus in all lanes on the other side of traffic. Don't care.
Yo, that was the Chinatown bus before they both got shut down.
Exactly.
Those buses were amazing, but they just shut both of them down.
Is there some overworked people in that damn bus?
Oh yeah.
But then again, you're not safe with the pilots. They're overworked too. Shit, they can't make unions though, man. They don't get no sleep. But I was like talking to one of my friends who's a pilot, and this shit's fucked up now. The only good jobs are if you turn like a private jet guy for some guy in Saudi Arabia or some shit like that.
Damn.
Anyway, guys, get your shout outs going because it's 20 after, and
Yes.
my ass has got to get on a fucking
Train
an
to work.
hour on a train.
So he can get touched.
Man.
Yo, I had a chick one day turn around to me. I was checking her out. There ain't no denying it. And she like just blatantly told, "Why are you looking at me? It's freaking me out." I went. I was like, go fuck yourself, cunt.
James Dunn, a world star.
And I was nah. I was just like, go fuck yourself, cunt. You're a whore. And she was like, what? I said, yeah, you heard me.
Wow.
I'm like, because you know what? It was one of those deals where she did it like loud and obnoxious.
Oh.
So everybody else heard it. So she kind of put me in the corner, and I was just like,
yeah, James got put on blast.
It was like that Kit Kat moment. I'm like, I need a quick comeback.
Yo, is there?
And I was just like, go fuck yourself, cunt. And she was just like, what? I said, you could go sit somewhere else. I said, you can go sit somewhere else. You don't have to sit here and stare in my way. You got a banging little body on you, but it ain't that good.
Damn. Was there like a White Star hip hop for stuff like that?
a white
like a World Star country music or some stuff?
Yeah, it's called TMZ. White people on it. They have white people on it.
Yeah, they're usually the ones getting knocked the fuck out.
Oh shit.
Like that one white girl that got knocked out by that black dude, and just like got up, knocked right out of her sandals and shit, and she just got right back up.
That was fucking crazy.
Yo, what was that on? I didn't see that.
He was in Walgreens trying to get a newspaper or some milk or something, and she cut him in line. He said, "You better not put your hands on me." He said, "You better not put your hands on me." She touched him. He just backhanded her and then paid for his newspaper and walked out. And the clerk just ran his items like nothing was wrong. That'll be $2.99, sir.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's bad.
Holy shit, man.
It was like, don't see nothing, don't hear nothing. Nothing see. Mind my business.
Girl working behind the counter was probably like, yo, he just lit her up and brought Christmas in July. Gonna do the same shit to me. I'd be like, yo, 50% off too, man. Have a nice day.
Ring him up and let him walk out the door. You don't want no problem.
The best is when you get that one, like, you always see on the news, like, the dude that tries to go rob, like, a gas station, gets the shit, and then gets locked inside.
Yeah.
And then it's like when you throw a cat in a fucking tub of water and shit. They're bouncing off of the windows, fucking trying to get the fuck out. And they're running into walls, knocking the aisles over. And the fucking person behind the register's just standing there with a bat. And I'm like, why wouldn't you just go after that person and push the button? But I guess maybe you panic. So they're fucking trying to run through the fucking bulletproof glass, and I'm like, wow, really? You're this stupid?
No, that's full on panic mode, Jim.
Yeah.
That's why people just drive through the front door now when they're about to rob the convenience store.
Damn, that's like too much though.
Kind of OD.
Was it like a fucking movie?
I've seen it on Cops, and it's on tape. They just keep gassing through the glass, especially if it's a glass door. They just drive straight through, and then land in the chip aisle. You get out the car and walk up to the register like, "Give me all the money."
Yo, the funniest ones are the dudes that are about to get away, and then they get hit by like an 80-year-old woman with a purse.
Yeah.
And get knocked out, and then everybody jumps on them and they get busted.
Well, there was one I saw where two guys tried to steal a ATM machine, one of the little portable jammies inside the store, and then couldn't get it open, so they drove over it with the truck and then wound up getting wedged on top of it and couldn't get the truck off.
I don't know how America has such bad thieves and Jamaica has such good.
That's because we got so many of them.
I don't know what's going on here, man. But like, you never hear that story where I'm from. I'm hearing of thieves stealing guard dogs. That's how good they are. I mean, like the dog's barking and you hear it go quiet. They drug the dog and steal it and sell it off to a guards company. Or you hear people throwing in smoke into people's house so they go into a deep sleep so they can steal their flat screen TVs and shit.
Damn.
Damn. I mean, I want some of your crappy ass thieves, man. I am tired of these godlike thieves. These niggas will steal your dog.
Then there was that one dude. There was one dude that we had that went into the store, bought the Zippo lighter fluid, and then held the store up with the lighter fluid, and just sprayed it all over the register and lit it up. And he lit it. He poured it all over the person that just sold it to him. And he says, "Now give me the money." He's like, "No, all right, here, have some lighter fluid." And then he's like, "Yo, I got a lighter here. Are you gonna give me this shit or not?"
Wait, so does lighter fluid like burn up very quickly before it can even do anything?
Yeah, but if you shoot it all over the place.
No, I mean, but the thing is, I'm just trying to imagine how that guy got himself covered up with lighter fluid.
He just squirted it on him, like a fucking. He got nailed with it in like 2 seconds, but not that the guy thought about it. But you got a dude shooting lighter fluid all over the place, and now you got it on you. You're like, I don't want to fuck with this dude.
No, I agree with you, James. I agree with you. But I'm just imagining the guy went in and thought about it and said, "This will work," and he made it work.
Well, the best is you always get the motherfucker that like breaks into it's usually a liquor store, but they're already half in the bag when they're breaking in, and they break in through the roof and realize they can't get back out.
Yeah.
And there was a guy I saw. There was one guy that did it. He broke in, got his fill on the liquor. First of all, one guy I seen fell asleep in the liquor store, so when they woke up, he was just there passed out drunk. And then it's the other guy that wound up knocking himself out because he couldn't get back up into the ceiling. And he wound up falling on top of the aisles and shit and impaling himself.
Oh my god.
Then he there and waited for the cops.
And then they just wait. Exactly.
Yo, there were some guys in Brooklyn like a few months ago that robbed all these places, and they had successfully gotten away with like 5 or 6 robberies, and then they took pictures of themselves next to all the stuff and put it on Facebook with them next to it, like, yeah, and then the next day they all got busted.
And then they're like, oh.
I don't know. I admire how your guys' stories have happy endings to the thievery. Out here, it's so depressing. Like, when a thief get caught, they just get killed by the mob. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's a little
this
extra.
nigga stole all my stuff, and I beat him to death. And the police are like, well, no paperwork for me.
Yo, there's been so. I remember I watched the video. I don't know what the guy did. I think he stole something, and like they cornered him. The whole mob cornered him and shit. And like literally, again, I'll use the cat in the water. He got to the corner of the building, and there's no way out straight forward. So he's trying to climb up the roof, and you could see him like ripping his fucking nails off, just trying to climb the thing. And then all of a sudden, they're like, no, he gets up there, and he's like, yeah. And then he realizes he can't do a fucking pull-up.
Whoa.
So he's just hanging there and going, getting clubbed in the back, beat the shit out of, hacked with machetes.
Why am I laughing? Oh, Lord. But it's so funny.
You know, people do some dumbass shit, man.
No, well, that's why I figured it was pretty dumb. Like, if you steal from your own community where you live in, expect a bad end, because that's pretty dumb. Eventually, they're going to find out who did it, and you're going to pray the cops reach first.
Yeah, there's always that guy. Like, even where I grew up, there was always that guy that, like, the first kid that got like a pair of Air Jordans, 2 days later they're gone, and like there's one kid and he's walking around with them all proud, like, I got Air Jordans too. And it's like, I'm the only one that had a pair. Now you do? And they just so happened to be the same color as mine were.
Yeah, that's why I get everything I own engraved with my initials, so I know somebody stole my shit.
I did it specifically for Evo.
No, I heard in tournaments there's a lot of kleptomaniacs there.
Yeah.
So, from what I've been told.
Yeah, I forgot who the video was. Somebody did a video of some kid that got caught stealing like a joystick, and he brought him out. Who's taking a piss?
I think it was Corn.
No, who's taking a piss?
Everybody got quiet.
Everybody got silent all of a sudden. I gotta listen to I'm sorry, Fire Liger doesn't like the throwing cats into water.
Oh man, see.
Yo, didn't somebody steal? Didn't somebody steal Jabali's stick at CEO or something?
Yeah,
like
they
that?
did.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got it back or not.
Yo, that's kind of low. The guy's running a tournament and you steal his joystick when he's like organizing
Plus he got
pools.
his head shaved on top of it. Damn.
But I know at Seasons beatings, someone stole Corn's stick, and they found out who did it, and they broke the dude's door down, walked in, and grabbed the stick, and said, "I'll take that," and they walked out. It could have been much worse.
I saw that.
You saw it?
But that's the thing. I can't understand that level of scumbaggery. I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty low.
yeah, that's kind of scumbaggery, man.
I wish a motherfucker would pick up my stick. If I see you reach for it, your ass is mine. They can kick me out, but
ain't taking my stick. Stick's coming with me, man.
You're coming with me.
Don't touch another man's stick. Not cool.
Yep, I agree with that. Or hit
More ways than one.
No, because sticks are mad expensive. And the worst part is it's not like they're easy to sell if it's stolen good sticks. Who are you going to sell it to?
I don't know.
No, I bought a stick engraved with JamessMK on it. That's how it came. Like,
And
yeah, okay.
about it is that my entire family's gone. So if you want a gang of stuff on your ass, I mean, hey, go ahead, do it. I dare you. Man, there's this little white kid getting his ass whooped by like a gang of black people. Yeah.
That's another thing I didn't like about stereotyping. Not speaking of James and all white people on the stream right now, but there are some white people who sneak around and steal people's shit. And nobody notices them because they're white and they wouldn't expect it.
Shh, don't give away my secrets.
I saw this little What Would You Do thing. You know that show? where they have like scenarios and they film people behind the scenes, seeing how they react to certain situations. Anyway, they had an episode where they had a black person, a white person, and a pretty white blonde girl stealing a bicycle, and they recorded the reactions to the people. So they had a white guy wearing a backwards hat, some shorts, and some baggy shorts, and a tank top, and he was stealing the bike with a chainsaw, and people just quietly looked at him and walked away. Then they had the black guy do it, and everyone called the police. Everybody
throw him on the ground.
Even the little kids, they put out their little cell phones and called the cops, and they yelled at him. They're like, "That's not your bike," because he was wearing baggy clothes and a backwards hat too, same clothes as a white guy. Then they have the pretty white girl
And
trying to steal the bike.
somebody comes and tries to help her.
Yes! Did you see that?
Let me do that for you.
Just guess. Did you guess?
Yeah, I just guessed.
I'm gonna guess. That's exactly what happened. All the white dudes, even the married white dudes, tried to help her steal it. She even said, "Yeah." They said, "Is this your bike?" No, but I need help getting it. Can you help me? She's like, "Yeah, I've stolen a couple bikes in my day," in front of his wife. I'm like, "Are you serious?" He just clear. Oh my god, that made me so mad. I hated the world when I saw that episode. So mad.
They get away with murder with some of them.
Yo, that's like some Catwoman stuff, right?
Anyway, listen, I gotta wrap this up. I fucking delayed it again another 15 minutes.
I'm sorry, James. All
no
right.
problem. Trey, you want some shout outs? It's all yours, man.
Trey there?
Trey's dead.
No, Trey's happy because his hot girl got costumes. He's so elated over
All right,
it.
let's go we'll go and plead the fifth. You're up, fifth.
Yeah. All right. Let me roll out. Shouts out to I don't know. Shouts out to the Texas community. Shouts out to Marvel. Shout out to my family for paying for this whole trip to Evo.
Yay.
Shouts out.
Marvel. Boo, Marvel.
I hope that game dies after Evo. But
Chris G will kill Marvel.
Exactly.
Yeah, shouts out to the On Blast show for such a amazing good time.
All right, man. Anytime, you know that. Aight. David Russell, I'm gonna let you go next, even though I brought you on last.
That's not a problem. Shout out.
Because I know the electricity gets shut off in Jamaica around now.
Maybe not. You never know. But yeah. But first off, shout outs to the On Blast show. Shout outs to everybody in Jamaica who might be watching or might not be. Well, because of IP block. But anyway.
I'm working on that, by the way.
Yeah, I know. But again, a good show. Learned a lot, especially when you, James, Rolando, and Triforce were talking a bit. Shout outs for Triforce. He didn't go on to Crazy Town this time.
Yeah,
everything he said made sense.
Except Scottie Pippen is Chris G. That was some bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever. But
We'll move on from that.
He did all right. All I have to say is though, I think certain people who won the qualifiers for VXG are panicking because they don't have their tickets yet. Somebody needs to calm them down because I think Rolando's working on it. He's not going to deny you your ticket, so I don't think you should panic over that. But other than that, yeah, good show as always. Learned stuff.
Thank you, sir. Grow.
Yeah. Shouts out to you, James. Shouts out to the show and like, okay, Scorpion, you know, the problem is over with. You know, let's just get back to finding out some new stuff with other people, with other folks.
Yeah, let's move on to complaining about Zod.
Man.
Yeah. To be fair, I think Zod will be okay. He ain't Scorpion level as in you have to.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's good, but he ain't not Scorpion.
Yeah, but and I mean, you know, it's just so many people sleeping on other characters. I mean, Nightwing. People don't know how good Nightwing is. Nightwing is very good.
I don't understand. After seeing Rio at ECT, why people don't take Nightwing seriously.
Dude, Nightwing is man. I'm telling you. But anyway, yeah. So let's just get to the game. Yeah. Calm down. Let's just play. Play different characters or whatnot. That's all I'm saying.
Have fun.
Yeah, have fun. Excuse me. Excuse me. And yeah, CEO was guy like in Bailey need to let go the hand of Evo and SRK. He need to go ahead and do his thing and go ahead and
You gotta
overtake
separate
Evo.
himself from the nipple.
He has ego. He has ego for it, so I don't know why he's having a hard time letting go of the teeth.
I mean, and I mean, just like this CEO, it was promoted so good though. I mean, his promoting game is crazy. So yeah, he just need to go ahead and let go of Evo and SRK and do his thing and whatnot. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. And once again, shout out to you, James, and the whole show.
All right, man. Thank you very much, Mr. Cold Warrior Crimson. You're up next. You sleeping?
All right. Yo, James, shout outs to you for not being on MK server trash, which means you must be an alright guy. And thanks for having me on the show. Shouts out to DMS, David, and Trepound. You guys are awesome. Shouts out to Injustice for being Hyper Evo. Shouts out to Paulo for being on the NSA watch list now after the comment about the pressure cooker. And the last thing I have to say, Paulo, I only have one request for MK10, which is to make Shiva a horrible character again in order to make Digimon as salty as possible. And that's all I quit for good.
Mr. Devil.
Oh shit, I forgot who I wanted to give shout outs to. Oh my god, hold on. I was playing video games. Is there anyone else left in the chat?
As far as?
I mean, in the Skype chat?
No, just, I mean, they're in it, but I'm going to drop you all together as a big family.
God damn it. I want to
get dropped like a sack of potatoes.
It was very important, and
Drop
it's making me
like a bad habit.
right now. Let's see. Shout outs to everybody going to Evo. Fuck. I forgot. Just fuck it.
Shout outs to Kotaku.
Shout outs to Kotaku. I'm salty as fuck right now. But yeah, just drop us off, James. I can't remember.
Really?
It sucks. It was important too.
He's having a senior moment.
Yeah, you getting senile or something?
Old man.
Yeah, I'm getting senile.
Damn.
Stupid. This is what Marvel will do to you.
Yeah, well, I can understand. It's all those fucking fruity colors.
Yeah.
That shit fucks you up, man.
I'm legit angry right now. I'm legit angry.
Alright, well, Trey, you there? I'm going to give you one last opportunity.
He's still giddy over the hot girl costumes. Right?
Yeah, he's already playing with his Blackest Night Walk Girl.
What's the other one?
I don't know.
There's another one with a blue helmet, or it's not out yet.
I don't know.
No, well, anyway, enough with that.
Alright, so I'm going to drop you all off. Again, as always, you're always welcome. I appreciate you guys coming on, throwing in your 2 cents. Everybody's 2 cents, added it all up together, we get $1.
Hey, now I can buy a soda.
Not in New York City.
The dollar store?
Dollar store, you ain't getting a soda. You're getting an odor. It's like
Oh.
soda without the carbonation in a rusty can.
Get some Wise chips.
Yeah, Nice. They're not even Wise. They got like the bags like coated with lead. But yeah, like I said, you guys make the show what it is. So, I can't believe I gotta go to fucking work. Son of a bitch. So, next week, same place, same channel. It's all about Ustream. Fuck the Twitch police.
Yep.
Can't hurt me here.
See you next week, guys.
All right, man.
All right,
guys. And obviously, shout outs to Paco and Jonta Shinta, Mr. Fifth, Rahim, Mr. Digimon himself. Who else we got here? Master Snake. Let's go through the list of some folk here. Some random dude. Fox Eye 2. MC Bait. Smurf84, obviously Mr. Fire Liger. Don't worry, I'll never hurt a cat like that and throw him in the in a pool of water. Kirnath, Kiji Kotaru. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming. Next week, same place, same channel, and I will catch y'all then.